All right. Looks like the live's finally working. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Atlanta Falcons tonight. We're going to be watching this game and going through the play-by-play together. So let's get this thing going. Buccaneers wearing their nice, creamy uniforms today. Love that. Love that orange uniform. Falcons also wearing a bit of a throwback. Love those red helmets with the Falcons. Black jersey, red helmet, looking clean tonight. Baker Mayfield's going to throw on 1st and 10. Batted down. Going to be 2nd and 10 for him right here. All right. Scoreboard set. We're set. Hope you're having a good Thursday night, everybody. Or if you're watching this after the live, hope you're having a great day too. We just started the stream. Ball batted down by Baker on a pass by Baker Mayfield. 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield looking to throw, probably here on 2nd down in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Irving, actually. And Irving not going to get anywhere on this play. It's going to be 3rd down and probably 10, I would assume here. Baker Mayfield on 3rd and 10 looking to throw, and it is way over the head of his receiver. They were not on the same page there. That is going to be 4th down for the Buccaneers. They're probably going to have to punt this football away. The poll question's up. Let's make sure we have a welcome message up. Welcome in. Perfect. There we go. This punt's going to be downed inside the 2-yard line. The Falcons are going to have to start in really rough field position here. Great punt by the Buccaneers. That's going to pin them way back. Nugget, don't bite the comforter. Leave the comforter, little boy. All right, we're on commercial break right now. That was the first drive of the game. Nugget, leave it. Nope. Got a Christmas present right here. We're on this commercial break, and this Christmas present almost got eaten by my dog. So, you know what? We're going to put that over here. We're just going to leave that there and not worry about it because my dog's trying to eat my presents. Commercial break right now. Another SpongeBob movie coming out this year. Let's see. Can we see my new helmet in the background? We can. We got the Broncos helmet. We're on commercial break. Got the WWE Championship Cardinals and Broncos helmet. Perfect. Looking great. Got the scoreboard for tonight's game. 0-0. We're going to be streaming every primetime game for the most part. And we got the Cardinals and Broncos this week. Nugget, leave my freaking slipper. Oh my gosh. This dog is absolutely insane right now. He's trying to now steal the bag with the gifts I bought. This dog is insane. He will not calm down right now. We'll be back from commercial break in just a second. Falcons going to get the ball for the first time. Hey, little boy. Yeah, you being a little brat? You want to watch the football with me, huh? When we get back from commercial, you want to watch it with me? Try not to eat all my Christmas presents, buddy. That'd be a bad deal. let's scooch over. We can see our whole set. That'd be the cool thing for tonight while we're hanging out watching the game. Because I got this new Broncos helmet. I think that's pretty cool to go along with the Cardinals helmet, because that's my AFC team and my NFC team. At least one of those teams is good this year. Hey, leave it. I swear, he's going to try to eat the wires now. The dog is going to try to eat the wires. You need to come up in my lap. We're going to watch this football game, and you need to behave, little boy. He's a crazy little guy. We're back from commercial break finally, so we can actually get into some of the play-by-play for the Falcons' first drive. No Drake London tonight. Big bummer. I really wish he was playing tonight. But he is not going to be playing the game tonight. Out, announced early this week. But the Falcons are backed all the way back to the 6-yard line. They're going to start here. Kirko Chain's going to hand this ball off on first down. Going to go 0 yards. Absolutely nowhere on the first carry for the drive for the Falcons. See if Kirk can get some offense going for the Falcons here, because it's been a bit of a struggle for him this season. It's a little bit loud, trying to get the play call from the coach. A little bit loud, putting his hands on his ears. They're going to break out of the huddle. Love those red helmets. That is so clean. Absolutely awesome helmet. Looks like they're in the formation where they might just try to hand this off to Robinson again. Let's see what they're going to do on 2nd and 9. They're going to hand this ball off. A juke move by Robinson. Very well done. Breaks a couple tackles. That's going to be a first down for the Falcons. Woo! Really good run by him. That's a first down for the Falcons, and they're moving the ball with relative ease here on that first. That's his second carry of the game. First one didn't go anywhere, but he made up for it right there. Jukes the linebacker out of his shoes. And they touched him, but by the time they touched him, he was able to get about 3 more yards after that. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 11:15 left on the first quarter clock. Cousins is going to fake the handoff. He's going to look to throw. This ball is in the air. It is completed to, looks like, Pitts. There you go. Kyle Pitts, 12-yard reception. A defender looks like he might be a little shaken up on this play. Was dangling his arm a little bit after the play. We're going to have to see what happened there, or if he'll walk it off and be totally fine. Yeah, he got hit kind of in the shoulder. Looked like he tweaked something in his wrist there. Number 35 on the defense. Not sure who that is. Maybe it's Winfield. I feel like that's Winfield. Yeah, there it is. He's dangling his arm again. They're still showing it as he slowly walks off the field right now. That was my suspicion for a second there. It's Jamil Dean. Jamel or Jamil. I believe it's Jamel, though. So the guy replacing him looks incredibly young. It might be a rookie. And there's a little bit of a pause in the action right now while we're getting that checked out. Yeah, Pitts is a big tight end. He's a big guy, so, lowering the shoulder in, shoulder-to-shoulder contact, that can't feel good for a defender. Jacob Parrish, 3rd-round selection, 84th overall. I knew he was a rookie. He has a baby face. That guy looked so young. And the rookie is going to be coming in to replace the injured Buccaneer on this play here. 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson. Going to get about 4 yards on the play. And, they're just going to try to make him the workhorse tonight. Get Robinson the ball as much as possible. Make sure that you can keep that clock moving. Control time of possession. They're 4-9 this year. The Buccaneers haven't been playing well in the last 4 weeks, except for when they played my Cardinals. When they did that, they went ahead and they got the victory. Because the Cardinals just love helping people get back on track, and that's what they did. The Buccaneers were able to beat them, but they haven't been able to beat anybody else, especially even the Saints last week. So they need this win against the Falcons this week. Falcons looking to play some spoiler here. 2nd and 6, screen pass over to Robinson. He's going to get a lot of yards on this play, about 15 to 20, and a big first down for the Atlanta Falcons. But we have laundry on the field. We got some flags sitting on the field right now. Let's see what this call is going to be. Waiting for the referees are deliberating right now. Figure out what this call is. Falcons are moving backwards. Looks like it's probably going to be on them. Oh, they said no flag, actually. No call. They're picking the flag up. No call. They're going to give a first down to the Falcons. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a delay of time. Delay of game referees. How about that? We call delay of game on them. They're showing the Falcons offensive coordinator who has, had some very up and down games this season. Either been a good game or a bad game for the offense for the Falcons. Cousins going to hand this one off again. This time it's Algier. He's going to get about 3 on the first down run. 9:20 left in the first quarter. 0-0 game. As you can see on the scoreboard, we are still at zeros. Push that a little further out of the way. The dog just made me have to pick up all my Christmas gifts. They were blocking the scoreboard a little bit there. Todd Bowles, a very defensive-minded coach, trying to help his defense. I don't know if he does, a lot of the defensive play calling, but he's definitely probably a big proponent for what they do. And their defense has been playing pretty well this year. 2nd and 7 handoff. This is going to go for about 5. Is that Robinson again? It is. It is Robinson once again. It's going to be about a 3rd and 2 here. They're checking out the injured Buccaneer defender on the sidelines, trying to give him some manual muscle tests to make sure his strength in his arms is good enough to get back out on the field. He looks like he's passing all those tests right now. They got the PT out there. I am a PT myself, so I understand what those tests are and what they're doing on the sideline with him right now. That's what I do in my full-time job, not just the fun YouTube thing I do on the side. But man, it looks like he'll probably come back on the field. It looked like he was passing all those tests. This is going to be a 3rd and 2 handoff, and we got a flag. It looks like it might be a false start. This might be backing up about 5 yards. We may have a 3rd and 7 for the Falcons. Yep, 71 on the offense was jumping a little early on that one. Got a little bit jumpy. We'll pop up some stats. So during commercial breaks, I can talk about the stats. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Falcons now. Looks like we had another false start possibly on 3rd and 7 again here. Is that number 70 now? Man, this is just what bad teams do. This is what bad teams do right here. And this is a pretty rough drive right now for the Falcons. They were moving the ball, and now they're moving backwards. These refs are really enjoying having conversations about these penalties. But it does look like it's on Jake Matthews. False start on him. That'll move them back. Oh, delay of game on the offense. Okay. Not what I expected to see. But they are calling delay of game. All right, now, because of the delay of game, we're going to be in a situation where instead of 3rd and 2, they move back to 3rd and 7. Now 3rd and 12. The Falcons, with 7:20 left in the first quarter, are all the way back at 3rd and 12. Going to try to get this thing going. They're going to need a big pass completion now. Otherwise, they're going to have to punt the ball back to the Buccaneers. Cousins looking to throw. Haven't said that name much this year. It is completed, but it's only going to be for about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 4th and 8, and the Falcons are going to give the ball back to the Buccaneers. A similar spot to where the Buccaneers had to punt the football, near midfield. Get about 15 more yards, you kick that field goal. Falcons head coach not happy about the whole situation, but he's probably just begging for his job at this point. Who knows how long he'll keep it if the Falcons end this season poorly. They had a lot of, better expectations for the season than what they've done so far. Very similar to the Cardinals. Punt is in the air. Fair catch will be almost dropped at the 17-yard line, and the Buccaneers will start with the ball there. Baker Mayfield doing some warm-up throws, and they're going to head to the commercial break. But once they come back, The Buccaneers are going to try to get some points on the board for the first time in the game. I need like a sign for we're on commercial break. Just pop it up every commercial break. But right now, there's really not been much going on. 2 punts. Mayfield 1 of 3 for 11 yards. Kirk Cousins 3 for 3 for 26. So he's completing his passes. Just need to get a little bit deeper passes. And he also doesn't have Drake London. Drake London hasn't played many of the games Kirk Cousins has this season. Bijan Robinson has 4 carries for 20 yards. Bucky Irving 2 carries for 11 yards. Kyle Pitts has a reception for 13 yards. And Bucky Irving has a reception for 11 yards. Those are the leaders in all the categories so far in the first 2 drives. All right. Going to grab real quickly during this commercial break. I'm going to go ahead and grab something real quick. Little boy. We're going in here, buddy. You better believe it. Oh, yeah. We're back. We're back. Still on the commercial break, unfortunately. And it's finally coming back from break now. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday night. I'm having a pretty good one. Just ate dinner with my mother. There's a Michael Jordan on the Bucks and a Kobe Bryant on the Falcons. That's hilarious. Love that. Mayfield's going to take the snap on first down. He's going to throw this football. It is kind of a dead duck. Maybe got tipped at the line of scrimmage. That ball is going to be incomplete for the first play of the drive. Second and 10 for the Buccaneers. This could be a low-scoring affair. We're going to have to figure out as the game moves on what's going to happen. But right now, looks like we might have a defensive battle after the first 2 drives. Welcome in, though. If you're coming in to hang out, watch the game with me while I do the play-by-play. Really happy to have you here tonight. Mayfield's going to hand off on second down. This ball's going to be Irving's going to drag some people. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain. What originally was about 3 yards looks like it's about 6 now because he pulled some people with him for a little bit. Really good effort by him. He's a really good running back. Love this guy. Yeah, the ball on first down, definitely his wrist got hit as he threw the football. That was a tipped pass. And Mayfield's dealing with a lot of injuries this season so far. So, got to keep him healthy as they go through the rest of the season. He's definitely not at 100%. That's for sure, though. All right, Mayfield in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. He's going to look to throw this football. And he is going to get sacked. This is going to be a quick 3 and out for the Buccaneers. Really good play by number 55 for the Falcons defense. We do have a flag down. That was Ellis on the sack, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this is. It's a defensive penalty. Automatic first down. The Buccaneers are going to keep moving the football now after a bad penalty on Terrell Jr., number 24. Another bad team play right there that you just cannot have. And I've seen all too much of that this year with my Cardinals. Way too much of that. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers now after that mistake, which looked like, a holding call. I'm not sure exactly what the call was, but it looked like it might have been holding, which is an automatic first down. Baker in the shotgun, 1st and 10. He's going to spin around just to hand it off to Irving, who's then going to run for 10, 15. Stiff arm. He's going to make some more moves. That's actually White for about 18 yards and a 1st down for the Buccaneers. Moving down the football field, right around midfield now. The 7 and the 1 are so similar looking that I thought it was Bucky Irving for a second, but it's actually Reggie White. And White is going to find his blockers, run through all of the blocks, and then stiff arm someone for a few more yards just to cap off the play with a cherry on top. Really good, just watching, using his vision. That was a great run. Great run by Irving. And we have a player down on the field. Number 21 for the Falcons on defense is down on the field right now. And they are checking out what looks to be his knees. He's going to try to stand up, and it looks like it's his right leg that is bothering him a little bit, but he is walking off gingerly. Let's see what the play looks like. Ooh, yeah, hit right to the left side, right to the right side, the lateral side of the right leg. That's always bad. Could be a knee injury, possibly MCL, sprains. You always want to be careful with the knee in that area. A lot of hits happen. A lot of hits happen in football to the outside of the knee like that. Hey, we're going to get a lot of PT stuff in here tonight. Get my medical perspective on all these injuries happening so far. All right. 4:45 left in the first quarter right now. I can provide my PT perspective of these injuries. All right. Looks like they're going to hand off on 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield's changing the play, doesn't like what he sees. There's a lot of players in the box right now, so looks like they're bringing a blitz, and they are. They're coming in hot. They still handed the ball off. Looks like they're going to get about 2 yards on the play, and that is it for the first play. 2nd and 8, Bucky Irving, 2-yard run. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We have a defensive battle in Tampa here. Welcome in. Glad to have you guys hanging out with me watching the game. Happy to have you here. Looks like they gave him 2nd and 9, so we only got a yard. See if they can get the ball to Egbuka at all tonight. Really haven't done anything yet tonight with him. Baker Mayfield takes the snap on 2nd and 9. He throws quickly, finds Evans for a 1st down, and that's a 1st down for the Buccaneers. 13-yard gain to Mike Evans, making his return. He always gets injured, man. He's such a strong, tough receiver, but then every year seems to have an injury bug hitting him. He's always in and out with injuries, but he always seems to return to the games. He's such a tough guy. That's about a 13-yard reception for him for number 13. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. This time they are on the Falcons side of the field. First play, actually, from the opposite side of the field from what I've been watching. Baker Mayfield throws the ball deep downfield over the head of Egbuka. That's going to be 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And that just looked like another throw that was a little bit off. They weren't really on the same page there. Leave it, Nugget. Don't bite my feet. It's hard enough doing the play-by-play, but when you got a little dog nibbling on your toes, it makes it a little bit harder. All right, little boy. 2nd and 10. Watch the game, little Nugget. 2nd and 10. Baker Mayfield takes a snap, looking to throw. He is going to not find anybody. He's going to have to do something, and he is not going to find it. He's going to get sacked on this play. Back down at the 43, roughly. That'll knock him almost out of field goal range, if not completely out of field goal range. It's going to be 3rd and 15, and they're going to need to get more yards here on 3rd down if they're going to even have a chance at a field goal with McLaughlin here. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Super glad to have all you here watching the Thursday night football game between the Falcons and Bucs tonight. We are doing the live play-by-play and hanging out together. In the shotgun right now for 3rd and 15. Mayfield's going to look to throw. He's going to drop way back and unleash this ball. It's caught by Egbuka. There is a flag on the field, but Egbuka right now has a 1st down. As of this exact moment right now, That's about an 18 to 20 yard gain for a first down for the Buccaneers. Let's see what the call is. Might be a push off by Ibuka. Oh, they're calling it on the defense. Number 24 again has given an automatic first down for the second time today. Number 24 on the defense for the Falcons has given a free first down to the Buccaneers. That is Terrell Jr. again. Second time he's getting his face involved in the game. He walked right in front of Ibuka and basically just fell down. And I believe that's a penalty on him because of the fact that he impeded the receiver's ability to get to the football and run his route. Two big mistakes for Terrell Jr. already. And on 3rd and 15, they already had the first down with the completion, but that would have been a first down regardless. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, right around the red zone. Mayfield's going to throw this football for, is that a touchdown? Completed. They're marking him down at the 1, but he might have made that in. I think that broke the plane of the goal. Caught by McMillan, I believe. And they're calling it a touchdown now for the Buccaneers. We may have our first score of the game right there. Jalen McMillan, 20-yard pass completion from Mayfield. They're going to definitely review this and look at it because he caught it at the 1, fell down at the goal line. And let's just see if the ball broke the plane of the goal. I'm going to tell you guys what I see. It looks like the side of the football very barely breaks the plane of the front of the goal line, which to me is still technically that's a touchdown in the rule book. It's when his tushy hits the ground, he's falling onto his ass. Whenever that happens is where the play is dead. And I hope they can find a way to make this a pretty quick review because I don't think there's anything that can overturn that call. There's a pretty obvious camera angle on this right at the goal line. Of course, the ref expert is coming in saying that it looks short, like they're going to put it right down at the 1. But to me, that looks like it's a touchdown because the part of the ball was touching the white line when he fell to the ground, which is technically a touchdown based on the rule book, unless, I'm crazy. Right now, we're not going to update the scoreboard, though. We're going to wait for this call. They're doing some exciting music. They're going to go to commercial break while they try to figure out if this is a touchdown or not. But I believe that's a touchdown. And then after they come back, they're going to do the extra point once they confirm that. I think it's in. I think we can update this to a 6. I don't see why they would make that not a touchdown. But Jalen McMillan with a great catch, holding onto the football with a hard hit, looks like he's going to get that first touchdown on the board today. And my wife has Baker Mayfield in fantasy. Everyone's a winner. All right. Commercial break right now. We're not missing anything. We are just hanging out. Let's see what the stats look like right now. Mayfield now. Oh, wow. A lot of incompletions on that drive. 3 for 7 for 46 yards. But that 20-yard pass may not be on the stat sheet yet for him because they're reviewing it. That will be 4 of 8 for 66 yards and a touchdown if they do confirm this touchdown. And Rachaad White with that 1 carry, he got 20 yards. And Egbuka's 1 catch was 23 yards. So great stuff for them on this drive. Really happy to have everyone in here right now. Appreciate you watching the game with me. Hope I'm providing at least a decent commentary on the play-by-play for the game, and hope you guys are having a great night. Looks like we'll be heading back from the break soon. They must have figured out what they wanted to call this one, if it's a touchdown or not, but we're going to keep it at 6 right now just in case I have to flip the numbers back. I'm sure they'll get a touchdown real quick, though. It's half a yard if they call him short. They're showing the Fallout Season 2. I liked Season 1 for Fallout. I think I'm gonna watch Season 2 as well. It's rare that a video game does a good job with a TV show. All right, they're saying he's short. We're gonna have to remove this real quick. They're saying he's short for some reason. I don't know what the heck they're looking at right there, but looked like a touchdown to me. All right, 1st and goal for the Buccaneers after they call that touchdown off. It's a quick throw, fade to the corner of the end zone. It is incomplete to Mike Evans. He almost had that one. Looking for a flag. He's not going to get it, and there's really no need for it. They're already on the goal line. The ball can't get closer to the end zone. They're really targeting Terrell a lot because of the penalties he's committing. They're trying to focus on him tonight. There was a bit of tugging and pulling by Terrell. That might have actually been a flag. 2nd and goal for Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers here. Moving the tight end in motion. Going to hand this one off, and it's a touchdown to the fullback, I believe. I don't think this is either of the first 2 running backs, or it's Sean Tucker, the 3rd running back. It's not the top 2 guys. They do like Tucker around the goal line. He is a great running back, too. They got 3 really good running backs in Tampa Bay, and Tucker now is going to find his way to the end zone, so that is going to finally, officially now give us a touchdown. Let's just put it at 7, because I'm assuming that the extra point will be good. So it will not be a Baker Mayfield touchdown. They did give him that pass completion to make him 4 of 8, but then he had the incompletion to make him 4 of 9 for 65 yards passing, and the extra point is good. We have a 7-0 lead for the Buccaneers. Bucs fans will be happy to get that lead. The Falcons offense is not too hot without London and with Kirk Cousins in. It's been a little bit shaky this season so far. So, get a couple touchdowns, have a nice comfortable lead, see what happens. We're back at commercial break after that extra point. So we're just going to hang out. Had some wings tonight. Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, just so you guys know, Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursdays, buy one, get one free, boneless wings. They may not be the best wings in the world, but you can get a lot of them for the same price. You can get 30 for the price of 15. I think that's a pretty dang good deal. I'm a wing guy myself, though, so I'm a little biased. All right, that was a quick commercial break. That's awesome. We're going to get a kickoff here shortly. Number 21, Mike Hughes for the Falcons defense is headed into the X-ray room. We're going to have to see what happens with that and keep everyone updated as we get some information from the lady on the sidelines. Sean Tucker, man, he came through big time for me that 1 week in fantasy. I needed him a few weeks back. He's had a couple good weeks this season. He is a really good running back. He'd be a starter on a couple teams in the league, but he's the 3rd string running back on the Buccaneers. It's a real luxury to have 3 good running backs, though. Some teams don't even have one. Like, this ball is going to be knelt down in the end zone, so the Falcons will get the ball after the touchback. Let's see if they can get Robinson more involved on this drive, because they were moving the ball until it puttered out at about midfield last time. So things were working for a second for him. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Falcons on their 3rd possession of the game. They'll probably hand this off to Robinson here, or they're going to fake it and do a quick throw out to him. They're going to get him involved somehow. Pitts is in motion. Fake. Cousins looking to throw. Pass is completed to Kyle Pitts for 20, 25, almost 26 yards, down to the 39 of the Buccaneers on the first play of the drive, and that is a Falcons first down. Wow. They did fake it to Robinson. They just didn't go right to him. He found Pitts open, who's having a really good game right now, and he got all the way down to the 39. Really big gain on first down for the Falcons. Pitts is such a talented, tall, and fast tight end. It's amazing that they haven't gotten him involved until this season. 87 in motion, first down and 10, handoff to Robinson. He's trying to find some room, and he will find a little bit. That's going to be a 3 or 4 yard gain. But we do have a flag on the field, and this is what happened to them last time. They had some movement, and then they all of a sudden moved backwards on 2 straight flags that derailed their whole drive. It looks like it's Jake Matthews again, the captain in the O-line, committing another penalty. Is this a holding call? Looks like they're calling holding. Yeah, that's a big-time holding. He is pulling his entire shoulder pad off on that one. Kirk Cousins looks frustrated. I don't blame him. Yeah, 1st and 20 now. Again, penalties derailing the Falcons' drive. All right, 1st and 20 in the shotgun. Gonna hand this one off to B-Rod. And he's gonna get about 5. It's gonna be 2nd and 15. Roughly 2nd and 15. We'll have to see what they call. They may not run another play, though. The first quarter has 4 seconds left, and they're not going to run another play in the quarter. So that will do it for the first quarter. We have a 7-0 defensive battle so far. Both teams trying to feel each other out here in this NFC South battle. Buccaneers have a 7-0 lead. Let's take a look at the stats at the end of the first quarter. Really happy to have everybody here. We've had 217 subscribers this week. We've been growing pretty quickly on this new sports channel. Really happy to have you here. Subscribing's free, liking's free. Mainly talk about the Cardinals, but definitely going to do a lot of live streams for primetime games. So happy to have you here. Don't need any of your money. Totally free. Just come hang out with me. Kirk Cousins, 4 for 4 for 52 yards at the end of the first quarter. Baker Mayfield, 4 of 9 for 65 yards at the end of the first quarter. Let's look at our rushing leaders. They're 20 yards for Bijan Robinson, 20 yards for Rachaad White. 1 carry for White, though, to get that. And 5 carries for Robinson to get the 28 yards. Kyle Pitts has 2 catches for 39 yards. Egbuka, 1 catch for 23 yards. Let's take a look at the other guys who are not the leaders. Algier has 1 carry for 3 yards. Bijan Robinson has 1 carry for 9 yards. Looks like they had Stills involved as well. Nugget, no, you're not going to eat the table. My dog's trying to eat my desk now. This is why I had to put the camera on another desk higher up, way up here, because the dog was just like bumping into the desk and shaking the camera around so much. Defensively, 1 sack for James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons in this game. And looks like no sacks on Cousins yet. And that makes sense. I did not see one. Team stats, 100 yards for the Buccaneers total and 83 for the Falcons. 60 passing yards for the Buccaneers, 52 for the Falcons. 40 rushing yards for the Buccaneers, 31 for the Falcons. 8.3 yards per play for the Falcons, 6.3 for the Buccaneers. Let's see, third down efficiency. Buccaneers, they're 1 of 2. Falcons, they're 0 of 1. Let's see the time of possession. Pretty similar. 7 and 11 seconds. 7 minutes, 11 seconds. I wanted to do a cute little abbreviation, but I'm not going to do that. 7 minutes, 11 seconds for the Buccaneers. 7 minutes, 49 seconds for the Falcons. Pretty even on the time of possession and all that fun stuff. We're just waiting to head back from the commercial break for the end of the first quarter and hop into the second quarter here. And it looks like we'll head back right now. Pretty cool Christmas tree lit up on a boat out in the water in Tampa Bay somewhere. I don't know the name of the place. I live in Colorado, a landlocked state. We don't have water here. There are a lot of Santa Clauses in attendance, including a Grinch they're showing. All right, 2nd and 12 for the Falcons. Cousins looking to throw. Going to pass this one out to the running back Robinson, who's going to catch it on a screen pass. He gets about 5, 6. Going to get pushed out of bounds after that. Going to make it a 3rd and medium for the Falcons. After he made that catch, he worked hard to get those 10 yards. 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5 for the Falcons. Cousins going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw, getting pressured, going to get this ball out. It's completed to 87 for a first down for the Falcons. That is a Falcons first down, and they are moving the ball still. Getting some offensive momentum with Kirk Cousins. That was Sills the 5th. I believe that's the 5th. It's a V after Sills. It's a lot of Sills in that family. Kirk Cousins yelling out some commands to the offense before the snap. It's going to be 1st and 10 with 14 minutes left in the second quarter. There's some movement on the line, and it looks like we have another possible false start here. Oh, brother. Number 63 on the offense with a false start that time. And the Falcons can't get out of their own way tonight. That is 4 penalties on the offense alone for the Falcons right now. Oh, brother. So many penalties for the Falcons. 1st and 15 now after that mistake. Let's see what's going to happen here. I formation, running back behind Kirk Cousins, and he's going to take the handoff. He's going to get the 5 yards back. So it will now be 2nd and 10. So it's as if they just didn't gain any yards. That's all. We got another flag on the field, though. Holding defense. Holding defense, automatic 1st down. 5 yards will be added to the end of the play. And neither team can stop committing penalties right now. We've had 71 people come and hang out with us for a minute on the stream. We got about 5 of you hanging out with us right now. Big appreciation to all of you guys as we're watching Thursday Night Football here tonight. Feel free to chat about whatever in the comments below. I will look at them during the commercial breaks and see what you guys have to say. Cousins going to throw on 1st and 10, and he's going to have to throw this one into the dirt. He was getting pressured pretty quickly. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. "13 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Incomplete pass stops the clock. We've got our new Broncos helmet showing off in the background, looking clean as ever. And looks like Kirk Cousins is probably going to pass on this 2nd down play, I feel like. Watch him do the opposite. Oh, no, he's going to pass. There we go. I was right. Throw a little bit behind number 87, but Sills is going to make that catch. And is going to get about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 4. I still think 4 yards is kind of short, so I'm going to call it 3rd and short. See if the Falcons can convert this one. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left. Time is ticking because of the completion on the play. Crowd is getting really loud in Tampa Bay right now. See if they commit another false start or not here. Looking to throw. 3rd down. Passes in the air, and there is nobody in the area. I believe that Kirk Cousins thought Robinson was going to do a zigzag route where he goes inside, cuts back outside, and he did not do the cut that Cousins was thinking he was going to do, and that pass is incomplete with nobody in the area. So we're going to probably get a field goal attempt here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Kirk Herbstreit is saying the exact thing I just said. Looked like he was looking to go to the outside. Robinson didn't cut to the outside, but Kirk thought he was going to. All right, here is whoever the heck the kicker happens to be for the Falcons at this point. I think they're on their 3rd or 4th kicker, and that kick is barely good, and the Falcons are on the board. All right, we got some points from both sides. That's what we like to see. Make this game a little bit closer. 4-point game. We have a penalty on the defense. Let's see what's going to happen here, actually. It's 4th and 4. That's a 1st down, actually. They're going to not take that 3 points. They're going to actually go for this. Continue the drive or something? Or sorry, I'm just going to have to figure out here. Is this a 1st down or what? What's going on? The refs are talking here. Did a Tampa Bay Buccaneer jump? There was a slight jump, but I don't think he crossed the line. That really didn't look like a neutral zone infraction, but it looks like they're calling that. And I really don't think that that was a flag on Tampa Bay. He barely flinched, and they're calling a flag on the defense. The defense is allowed to move. There is no false start on the defense. They're giving a 1st and goal to the Falcons, and they're going to keep moving this ball. We may get a touchdown on this drive here. Let's see. Nugget is scratching up my arms and biting my hands. Pass completed to Pitts, and he's going to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Now, just like that, we have a tie football game here. Awesome. Kirk Cousins to Kyle Pitts for a touchdown. Here we go. We have a tie ball game here on Thursday Night Football, everybody. Kyle Pitts was literally wide open on a little drag route. And after that, he just cut up field, got the last 5 yards, really easy for a nice little touchdown. Extra point is up, and it is good. And now we officially do have a tie game, as we are going to head into a commercial break after that tie touchdown. And Nugget is now in my lap. Got a good game, buddy. He's a little bit antsy. He's waiting for his mama to get home. I know you want mama to get home, don't you? Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah, you want to tell them what's going on? You want to do the commentary for the game? Play-by-play? Don't lick the mic. He licked the mic 3 times. That's disgusting, little boy. All right, sit down. Want to stand up? There you go. There you go. We have a commercial break right now, but we have a good game here. Looks like we're going to come down to the wire, hopefully, on this one. Back and forth. Nugget is licking the mic now for some reason. We are on commercial break right now. We're just waiting for the game to come back, and we will continue our live hangout and play-by-play. Good boy. Mama will be home any minute, and then you can go hang out with her, okay? How about that? Is that a deal? You don't have to watch football with me anymore? Yeah, buddy. I know. I know, handsome. You're so handsome. You are. All right, back from commercial break. They're showing off the La Segunda Bakery that has pictures of Baker Mayfield all over it. Someone's trying to call me on Discord right now, and that is nice and loud on my computer. All right, Baker Mayfield going through the play calls that they're going to try to do. Before this kickoff here, kick is up. See if we get a return. Caught at the end zone, goal line. They're just going to kneel that ball down, though. All right, here comes Mayfield back out here for the offense. Try to get another drive going successfully like the last one that ended up in a touchdown. Both offenses matching each other stride for stride in this game so far. We had punt, several punts, and then we had touchdown. So now, see if they can respond with another touchdown of their own on this drive. Big penalties also hampering each team in this game. They are adjusting something with the clock right now, the referees are. Oh, is that Mama? There she is. There she is. Go get her. Go get her. All right. Now the doggo got to go hang out with Mama. All right. 1st and 10 for Mayfield and the Buccaneers. He's going to take the snap and hand it off. Ooh, really, really nice run from Irving. About 8 yards on that first play. Really moved the ball down the field really well. I'll get it. Okay, thank you. Live streaming though. Thursday Night Football. 2nd and 1 for the Buccaneers. Nice, Dave. Nice. 2nd and 1 for the Buccaneers. My wife just hit a new personal record in the gym today, so let's freaking go. Handoff by Baker Mayfield. No, he's faking it. He's going to look to throw. He's going to avoid a sack. And no, they're yanking him all around. That's going to be a sack for the Falcons. He looked like he was going to break out of it. We also have a flag. That was a chaotic play. Holding on the offense. That's going to move them further back. Oh, no, that's a defensive one. There's been a lot of defensive holdings, and that's a Terrell Jr. penalty again. 3 automatic first downs tonight from Terrell Jr., number 24 on the Falcons alone. This guy is ridiculous tonight. He has an automatic penalty tonight. He tripped up the receiver and grabbed his jersey as he was falling to the ground for good measure. This guy clearly didn't even show up to the game tonight. I don't even know who this guy is. We got an imposter on the field in Terrell Jr.'s jersey right now. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers, and the refs are deliberating on something again, talking to the head coach for the Falcons. Not sure what's going on right now. Let's figure out what they're going to say. Never mind. We're going to actually have the play now. They keep delaying things, and then the plays end up happening still. Mayfield's going to hand this one on an end around to Sean Tucker, who is going to find some room. 6-yard gain. Going to be about 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5 there. That was, these refs keep going like, oh, wait, are we going to deliberate? Are we going to talk about something? Oh, no, actually just run the play. And then the coach will be yelling at one of the refs for something. Nothing happens. All it does is delay like 20 more seconds before each play. All right. 2nd and 4. I was correct. It is 2nd and 4. Mayfield is audibling the play off here. And he's going to hand this one off to Irving, who gets hit immediately, but he's still trying to find some room. He is not going to get anything. He might lose 3 or 4 on this one. That's going to make it a long 3rd down. Hey, Nugget just needs to go pee-pee. Nothing crazy. Okay. He'll love that. Oh, man. Yeah, 3rd and 8 for the Buccaneers. We were correct on that. He lost about 4. They're showing how Baker Mayfield loves headbutting people when they're wearing helmets. Dude's a dog. Looking to throw on 3rd and 8, and he is again going to try to escape sacks. He is going to. Gets this ball out over the head of the receiver. Evans was getting his jersey tugged on big time, but they're not throwing a flag on this play. It's going to be 4th and 8 because there's no flag. That's a flag now, but I don't know what this is going to be. An eligible player downfield. Okay, so they're going to call that. They're going to decline that, and then there's going to be a punt, looks like. I thought there was a tug on Evans' jersey on that would have been a flag against the Falcons, but they did not want to call it, so there you go. Not going to get the call. Baker was scrambling out, avoided the sack very well. Nobody got open for him, though, in scramble drill. You got to get open for your quarterback in that situation, and nobody did. All right, here comes number 9 for the punt. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up in the air. Return man's going to catch this. No fair catch. Caught at the 20, and he's going to return out to about the 29. Gets 9 yards back for the Falcons. And the commercial break will start right there as the Falcons are going to get ready to come back out onto the field. See if they can go ahead and take a lead for the first time in the game today. But as far as we're concerned, while we're in the commercial break, we've had 80 total people hop into the stream with us tonight. We got 5 hanging out with us right now. Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. Been doing this for 3 months. Hope you're enjoying yourself, at least getting, a good night wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I added a Broncos helmet to my set, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's take a look at our stats after that drive. We're going to keep updating it every single time. Mayfield's now only 4 of 10 for 65 yards, so we're struggling a little bit. He has a 62.5 quarterback rating, and the second half of the season so far has been rough for him after a good, like really almost MVP caliber first half. The first half of those games they played, they were winning all the close games. They were playing really well. All of a sudden, they've been losing more than they've been winning, struggling against teams, even losing to the Saints. I mean, it's been really rough for them. Bucky Irving has 6 carries. He's been running hard. He only has 24 yards on the ground. Rashad White has only 1 carry for 20 yards. I'm not sure why you gave him. He had a 20-yard carry. You haven't given him the ball a second time yet. Not sure what's going on with that. Then you got Sean Tucker, 2 carries for 7 yards. He has that touchdown as well. Emeka Egbuka, 1 reception for 23 yards. Jalen McMillan, 1 reception for 19. Mike Evans, 1 reception for 12. Bucky Irving, 1 reception for 11. Everyone has 1 reception. A lot of targets for Evans with only the 1 catch, and then 3 targets for Egbuka with only the 1 catch. They have no sacks. Tampa defense have not sacked Kirko at all today. Kirk Cousins having a more efficient day. He's 8 of 10 for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. Passer rating of 134.6. I mean, it's almost flawless. He almost doesn't even have an incompletion. Not very many passing yards, though, but he's getting the job done. 6 carries for 33 yards for Bijan Robinson, so he's barely beating the leading rusher for the Buccaneers right now. Tyler Algier has that 1 carry for 3 yards. Kyle Pitts, the leading receiver right now for the Falcons, with 3 receptions, 47 yards, and a tutty. Sure hope I started him in fantasy. And then you got Sills, the other tight end, coming in here, 3 receptions for 20 yards. All right, we're back from commercial break. Let's see. Handoff to Robinson on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and a lot more. He's out to the 50, out to the 45, 40. He's out of bounds after that. Really good run by Robinson, but we have another flag on the play. Another flag. Will the Falcons shoot themselves in the foot again? Holding number 81 on the offense, and the Falcons are going to go beep, 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 beep all the way back after what was about a 25-yard rush for the Falcons to start that drive. The Falcons offense cannot get out of their own way. They are moving the ball pretty good in this game, but they continue to shoot themselves in the foot with penalties. False starts, holding, ineligible man downfield, whatever you want to call it. They're doing everything. That was an unnecessary hold. That guy wasn't even going to be close to making the tackle on that play. They're doing the lip reading of the coach right now. He's like, "What are you doing?" All right. Falcons going to try again now after a big run by Bijan Robinson. They're going to try to hand it off again. We have another flag. Another flag. This looks like a false start this time. False start number 8 looks like on Kyle Pitts. They're going to call a false start on Kyle Pitts this time. And they are moving again backwards. I mean, that's just going to stop their drive before it even starts. Falcons can't get anything going right now. Like, if they don't do well, that's fine. They punt the ball away. They have a few good plays. The penalties just ruin it. 1st and 16, handoff again. Robinson using those wheels, and he's going to get WWE body slam down onto the turf about 4 yards shy of a first down. He has a great burst, great acceleration on this draw play. He found the gap, and he went full speed through it. And then got absolutely slammed to the ground by 2 different players. His own player assisted in that as well. He's sideways in the air. 2 Buccaneers are holding him, and then an offensive lineman came and pushed him to the side. Not really a smart move by the O-line. You don't want to risk hurting your star running back. 2nd and 3, handoff to Robinson again. This time, he's going to get the first down with a 4-yard carry. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. I forgot Robinson was a Texas running back. Horns down. I can't stand that. I'm wearing my Texas Tech beanie over here. cannot even remotely pretend I support the Longhorns. 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter. It is 1st and 10 from the 40 of the Falcons. And a fake handoff. He's rolling out, going to avoid the pressure, going to throw this ball to nobody, just a little bit short. Almost hit number 1 for a wide open completion way downfield. Unfortunately, the ball was about 5 yards short, though, but he didn't get to plant and throw the football correctly. He was facing pressure, threw off his back foot. A little bit of an awkward throw on that one. It will be 2nd and 10 now, though. Robinson way out to the right, lining up like Drake London would be. Cousins all alone in the backfield. He's going to take this snap, and he's going to check it, look to throw. He's going downfield for Robinson. Robinson with a one-handed grab and a big first down. That is completed. Looks like they're calling it a catch, but did he get both feet down? They're going to take a look at this real quick. He's lined up as a wide receiver, as I had just mentioned, just like Drake London would be. He makes a one-handed grab, and I don't think he gets both feet in, but another miraculous play for the Falcons there for a second. What a catch, dude. That is a catch all day in college, but it doesn't look like he got the right foot in. Man, they keep pulling off these exciting plays, and either a penalty takes him back or he's out of bounds and it takes him back. Just something getting in the way of the Falcons at every single turn right now. Oh, yikes. 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. I'm losing my voice over things that aren't even happening, over plays that didn't even exist. These plays are going for 0 yards, and I'm losing my voice. That was a great catch, though. You got to give him credit for that, even though it wasn't in bounds. All right, from the 40, 3rd and 10. Cousins going to take the snap. We got another flag and another false start. That was a completion for a first down, but before the play even got off, we got a flag on another false start for the Falcons here. It's number 70 again for the Falcons. Their center. Wait. Their left tackle. That's what I meant to say. Their left tackle. Another false start. That's crazy, dude. It's 3rd and 15. And again, the pass was completed on that play. Would have been another first down for the Falcons. And again, they are not getting the play that would have gotten them a long way downfield because of another flag. This has been a disgusting display of flags. And the Cardinals just set a franchise record for the amount of flags in a single game this season. So I know what flags look like. Cousins going to throw to Pitts at the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and long. He's going to make it all the way to almost the first down marker. About the 47. It's going to be 4th and 3 from midfield. And you have to see, maybe they're going to go for this. They're near midfield. I mean, go for it. That seems like analytics match that. You're at the 47. There's a player for the Bucs who just fell down on the field. That was kind of late. Not sure what he's doing. Where would you rank Bijan out of all running backs? Nice to see you, no punt intended again. Where would I rank Bijan out of all running backs? Might have to get a list of the running backs real quick here. Let's see. All NFL starting running backs. All right, let's see. I just want to look at their ranking real quick because there might be someone I'm forgetting right here. They've got Barkley, Henry, Gibbs, Jacobs, Bijan Robinson, Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor. Looking at this list, I just wanted to glance at it real fast just to make sure I wasn't forgetting anybody real quick. But no, my top 3 right now is Bijan Robinson. And then we have, I'm not putting Derrick Henry this year, Jonathan Taylor. For sure. Jonathan Taylor is a beast. And then probably someone like, you got Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, guys like that. But the top 2, honestly, top 2, Bijan Robinson is one of the top 2. Who do I put first, though? I think Jonathan Taylor I'd put first right now, and then Bijan Robinson second. But any given week, they could flip-flop. He's one of the top 2 guys in the league right now. Punt's going to go into the end zone. That will be a touchback. And now the Buccaneers will get the ball once again. Yeah, I'll type it just in case you didn't hear it too. If the Cardinals had a running back like him, my goodness. I know we have James Conner, but if the Cardinals had a running back like Bijan, that would be insane. I'm not dissing Conner at all. He's just getting kind of older. All right, let's see. Did the stats change at all on that drive? I don't think so, because the Falcons, every time they had a play that moved anywhere, there was a flag that ruined it for them. All right, let's see. Yeah, Kirk Cousins 9 of 13 now for 94 yards and a touchdown. His rating dropped about 20 points to now 115.5. Robinson has 9 carries for 60 yards. So those did change a little bit. Pitts has 1 more catch. Now he has 58 yards. So we had a little bit more of a change. See if Baker Mayfield can get going right now. He really isn't doing very well today. Really not sure what's going on with them. They've been a little bit disappointing last few games, except for, even against the Cardinals, when they ended up beating the Cardinals, they were playing pretty badly offensively. We just shot ourselves in the foot so much. We let the Buccaneers beat us, and we didn't want to beat them. So right now we are on a commercial break, though. Hope everyone's having a good night who's hanging out with us right now. Yeah, you're right. Connor is very injury prone. James Conner is a very injury prone guy. Like, if he doesn't have a at least medium level injury every single season, then it's pretty shocking. We've had 90 people come and hang out with us on this Thursday night. Really happy to have all of you coming in and out, back and forth throughout the stream. Happy to have you here. Big appreciation as well, because my channel's still new and I am still growing. So all the watch time and likes and views I can get will help my channel hit the goals that we want to hit, get more people to see our stuff. Back from commercial break finally. See if the Buccaneers can get that, Baker Mayfield to Egbuka connection they had in the first few weeks of the season. It's been a little bit more quiet as of late. And I told my wife to draft him in fantasy, so I'm really trying to make sure that, as the first pass is incomplete to start the drive, I'm trying. And to pass this one outside on the flat, it's going to be about a 4-yard gain, and we're going to have a 3rd and 6 for the Buccaneers. All right, we reconnected. Not sure what was happening there. My internet connection just loves being horrible sometimes. Throw 1st and 10. Mayfield's going to throw deep. It is caught. That is going to be a first down out to the 33. And the Buccaneers are moving the ball quickly downfield all of a sudden. My dog just busted the door down. Like he is coming in to break into the house. Like he's coming to break the house down. And my stream frozen connection went out all of a sudden. So we're trying to see if the connection's completely gone or not. Of course, he's just trying to sit there now. Little butthole.
Are you hungry? Here's some food.
You want some food? Not dinner. Third of a can. Irving spins around. Not going to get anything on this play. We have our connection back. Love Wi-Fi. Gotta love the apartment Wi-Fi. It's going to be Buccaneers can get anything here. 2nd and 9. Throw to the outside. Oh my goodness. Mike Evans got flipped upside down in midair, and we'll see that ever. My goodness, that was a little bit scary for a second. Okay. Making sure the connection's still good. We keep having the whole connection's a little bit shaky. Don't know how we're feeling about it. We got to make sure we keep good connections so we can keep it off and walk it off. But the pain must be setting in after that tackle on his low back. So he's going to go into the blue tent probably. Yeah, and he's trying to stretch it out. Definitely in a lot of pain right now. So unfortunately, hopefully he doesn't have to go out. He's such a talented receiver. Okay. 3rd and 9 for the Buccaneers. Finally getting that playoff. Our connection okay? Is it okay? I can tell we're lagging around a little bit right now. I wonder if once I get a house, what kind of internet I'm going to have to purchase to be able to do live streams so that I don't lag around. So we're waiting for the kickoff for the Buccaneers right now. Just making sure the stream is not glitching. That ball's going to be kicked. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out how to get a better connection on streams. If I have to use an Ethernet cable into my laptop or something to make sure that the connection stays strong, because I don't want to be glitching and lagging out, especially if I get more and more viewers over time as we keep growing. There was that one stream at the Cardinals against the Jags. I had 38 people in here watching at the same time. Felt really cool about it. But if the stream lagged out at that point, that would have been a real bummer. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Screen pass out to Bijan. He's going to get a little bit. After he got hit 5 more yards, and that's about a 10-yard gain right at the first down marker. Okay. I'm going to look up that message. That was a weird message while we're on commercial break here that I got from. All right. Let's see. Hopefully we're not lagging anymore while we're on commercial break here. I'm trying to figure this out. Should I use an Ethernet cord in my live streams into the laptop so that I can actually have better connection and not have to worry about this anymore? I want to have the nice, crisp, clean connection on my streams so that, especially when I grow bigger, I don't want to have like 100 people watching my stream and then it just crashed on me. No one will want to watch it. That makes total sense for the future. Commercial break, finally. Had 95 people come and hang out with us total tonight. That is awesome. Love to see it. 2nd and inches. Handoff to Robinson, who's going to get the first down, and he's trying to get some more, but he's only going to get 3 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. First and 10 from the shotgun. Kirk Cousins looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw this ball in the air. He's got Pitts wide open, completed all the way down to the 18. He tried to hurdle someone, and he's got a big-time first down for the Falcons. They are in the red zone. I got to switch that. All right, let's see what we got here. 1st and 10. Cousins looking to throw the football. He's going to throw, and it is going to be completed. Another touchdown for Kyle Pitts in the end zone. That is a Falcons touchdown, and there's no laundry on the field. All right, baby. Let's go, Falcons. Good for you guys. Kyle Pitts is having a day. Of course, I think I put him on my bench in fantasy this week. Oh, my goodness. I think our stream is working now once again. I'm just so self-conscious about it, so paranoid about it if it's working. Yeah, it looks like it's working. My second screen is actually moving. Looks like it's working. Extra point is going to be up, and it is good, and we have a good game here today. Falcons have taken the lead. It is now 14-10 Atlanta Falcons. Before we go to commercial break, they're heading to the break right now. We don't have a commercial break here. No commercials. It's free to subscribe, free to like. Thank you for hanging out if you're here with me. Hope you're having a really good day. I'm trying to see if you guys can see me and hear me. All nice and good and crisp and clean. Want to make sure that the stream experience is the best it can be while we're talking about this game. With a bigger group of people, on the channel, they can't have the connection being unstable. I absolutely can't do. All right, we're going to see if we can get this stream on the rails with the connection. Feel like it's working for the time being. We want to keep it that way. We want to make sure it stays nice and good. And then when we do our games on Sunday, we're going to have a nice, strong Ethernet cord to help the connection be as strong as possible. But right now, it is working at this current moment. The stream is working. The connection's good. Happy to have whoever's here watching right now. Got a little bit scared that the stream was going to crash on me. We have had like 5 or 6 people hanging out with us all day. Probably lost a couple during that. It's not fun watching someone try to hook up their internet connection, I'll tell you that. But we are at halftime right now. And while we are at halftime, that does mean that we can just chat about whatever or talk about the stats. We can run through the stats real quickly. This is the first game of the week, so there's nothing really else to talk about other than what's going on in this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the score real quickly and the stats. Starting with the Falcons, who have a 14-13 lead on the Bucs at halftime. Kirk Cousins is 12 of 16 for 155 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He hasn't been sacked at all. He has a rating of 144.5. Very good. He is being very efficient. Game manager, pardon me. And Bijan Robinson, 10 carries for 64 yards. Algier has done nothing in this game. 1 carry for 3 yards. But this is the Kyle Pitts game for sure. Kyle Pitts, 6 receptions for 110 yards, averaging 18.3 per catch, 2 touchdowns. He's caught all 6 of his targets as well, and he's been pretty open on a lot of these routes. So they need to figure out how to defend him on the other side of the ball. James Pierce Jr. having a great game, 2 sacks right now with also he's got the 2 tackles and an assist. I believe those are his sacks. But that's great. 2-sack day, always a win. He's got the only sacks for the Falcons. Baker Mayfield, 9 of 19, having a much more rough game, but he does have nearly the same amount of passing yards with 145 passing yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. He's been sacked twice. His quarterback rating is 73.4. Bucky Irving, 7 carries for 25 yards. Rachaad White has only 1 carry, but nearly has the same amount of rushing yards with 20. Mike Evans with 3 catches for 57 yards. He is leading for the Buccaneers as far as receiving yards. Jalen McMillan, 2 catches for 38. Igbuka, 2 catches for 34. And on defense, they don't have a sack. There is Antoine Winfield Jr., who has 5 tackles, though, having quite a game himself. Those are the stats in general for the first half. We have a really close game. That's amazing. Right now, we're just trying to make sure that we can keep the stream connected with a good, solid connection for the second half. And we're going to talk about Ethernet cords real quick while we're at halftime. The speed advantage of Ethernet is undeniable from the backbone of presence for wired connections in a streaming setup, while Wi-Fi has made significant strides with newer standards like Wi-Fi 6E and Wi-Fi 7. I don't even know what that means. It still struggles to match Ethernet's consistency and high-speed performance. A standard gigabit Ethernet connection offers speeds of up to 1,000 megabytes per second. A newer, yeah, okay. That's pretty fast. Wi-Fi fluctuate due to distance. My Wi-Fi router is all the way in the living room, and I'm in a completely different room. Interference, network congestion, Wi-Fi standards, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be hard when I'm in a house and in the basement. Got to make sure I'm going to have to have a cord for that. Ethernet isn't as easily affected by signal. I might ask Tom Grossi right now. I might go onto his stream and ask him at this exact moment if he uses an Ethernet cord for his streams, because he is currently live streaming this game as well. We're going to go do that, chat. Those couple of you hanging out with me. We're going to do that right now. Oh, no way. That's awesome, dude. I want to ask Tom Grossi what he's doing right now with his Ethernet connection. That is so amazing. I just saw a Tom Grossi raid from... That is so awesome. Tom Grossi raid right now. Hopping into my new sports channel, focusing on Arizona sports here. Did Tom Grossi have to pee, guys? Did he do one of those pees where he had to go away real quick and pee? Because I'm sure he's watching the whole game with you guys. Oh my goodness, this is the most viewers I've ever had in a live stream and most likes all at once. Big love to all you guys. This is my brand new sports channel talking about Arizona sports. You guys are probably Packers fans, but I'm a Cardinals and Broncos fan. Welcome in. We're trying to make a channel like Tom Grossi and Brandon Perna, and we are so happy to have you guys here even for a split second. I really love you guys hanging out. We're at halftime here in the Buccaneers and Falcons game. We're watching it as well, doing play-by-play. Who do you guys think is going to win this game, guys? Buccaneers or Falcons? What are we thinking? Oh my gosh, 25 new subscribers. Holy crap. Oh, man, I knew I loved Tom Grossi already. I'm subscribed to this guy as well, but, man, thank you for the love and support, guys. Go Bills, go Bucks. We got any Cardinals fans in here? Any Cardinals, any Broncos fans? Let's see. How do the raids work, by the way? That's crazy. I did not think it would target my little channel. That is super cool. The refs are going to win. Grossi love. I need the Falcons to win as you have as a Panthers fan. The Panthers might actually take that division. The Bucks are not playing very well. Go Broncos. Hell yeah. I just got a Broncos helmet. I live in Colorado, so who the fuck is Perna? Brandon Perna, Tom Grossi's best friend. They streamed all the time together. That's who Perna is. He's always on his channel with him. Thank you. Thank you, on Fawn Brown. Congrats on the new channel. Appreciate it. Oh, we got a Cards fan right there. Yeah, subscribe in. We have some Cardinals videos all the time here, some funny videos. We also do more serious ones as well. Niners all day. Hey, welcome in. I don't really care who you root for. Happy to have you. I'm a Cardinals fan. I have no hate for anybody. I'm happy all the time. It spikes your interactions to get you recommended to more people who like sports. Well, that's awesome. Love that. Curious. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Go Bears, Mets, but Diamondbacks are my B team. Hey, go D-backs. I'm a gigantic D-backs fan. That's awesome. Hey, that was absolutely amazing. I've never been rated in my entire life. This is like the 5th game I've ever live streamed ever. And I plan one day to hopefully be as big as, some of the bigger streamers. Got like probably a decade to go before I hit Tom Grossi levels, but we're going to keep doing it. The whole point is targeting smaller channels. Well, it did. Because we had 218 subs literally like 2 seconds ago, and now we have 240 freaking 2 to all of you awesome people. Go Pack Go. Man, they're having a good year. They're my NFC team to win it all, except for, the couple bad weeks they had. I think that the Packers are going to win the NFC for sure. Dude, that's awesome. Hope you guys have fun watching the game with Perna or with Tom Grossi. I don't think Perna is actually streaming right now with That's Good Sports. He only does the Broncos games really, but that's so awesome, guys. I'm so close on my watch time to getting monetized that this actually that little boost probably helped quite a bit, actually. Go Bills. Got love for the Cards and Broncos. Absolutely. The Cardinals are my NFC team. The Broncos are my AFC team. I'm from Arizona, but I live in Denver. So it's kind of a bit of a mixed bag. My whole family's from Denver. Thank you, sir. Thank you, HBT Chiefs. Keep grinding, brother. I went to Texas Tech. Love Mahomes quite a bit because I went to Texas Tech and graduated from that school. Keep at it. Took Tom 11 years. I've been going for 3 months. So I totally understand it takes time. Absolutely love it. 5th game. Hey, man, the setup is quality and the scoreboard is a smart touch. Yeah, actually, I'm getting a better scoreboard, too. This is just my $8 one from Amazon. I'm going to get a digital one that actually shows like the logos and the score all automatically. And that's going to be awesome as well. Lions, congrats on the channel. That's how it works. See ya. HBT Chiefs is in here? Hell yeah. Welcome into HBT Chiefs. He must have been watching Tom as well. Is Tom not doing the second half, or is he coming back here in a minute? I'm going to learn all this stuff eventually. I don't know it all right now. I've been grossified. Hell yeah. I'm going to make a little clip and post it on my channel of getting grossified. And I'm going to post that after the game. That is hilarious, guys. Yeah, Perna's neighbor. I am Perna's neighbor. And eventually, I will be making videos of the quality of Perna as well. That is my hope. Nice about Texas Tech. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. 2 of the 4 corners. Good luck, man. I subbed and hit the notification. Excited to see you. I won't be going anywhere, guys. I do PT in my daily life with the kiddos I work with. Do home health for kids and physical therapy. But when I'm got any free time, I am here doing stuff like this because this is kind of my hobby. So we're going to see if it can take off eventually. Back in short, just trying to help you with your watch time. Big thank you, man. We were having, honestly, a little bit of connection issues on the stream because I'm on my Wi-Fi, and I was literally about to hop over to Tom Grossi's channel. I was telling my 3 or 4 people watching my stream that I was going to hop over and pay a couple bucks and ask him in Super Chat how he does his streams. Does he do an Ethernet cord or does he do Wi-Fi? Like, I was going to go in and ask to see, because I was having some connection issues here in the first half trying to get my stream to be solid. And I just wanted to make sure that I have a nice, good, solid connection for people watching my streams, especially when we get more people watching streams in the future. Want to make sure that it doesn't lag or freeze. So I might go in there to his and internet always. I mean, Ethernet always. Yeah. You have to get like a long cord, HBT Chiefs, because my living room's over there and I need to get the cord all the way in here to plug into my laptop. Is that a smart move, HBT? Because I will definitely do that. We're still at halftime, everybody. You're not missing anything. Just like Tom Grossi, I don't ask you for money, and I am not interested in having commercial breaks. So we're missing nothing. We're waiting for halftime to come back. Yeah, it would have to be a long, annoying cord. That's all right. I can put it up on the wall, tape it. My wife will hate that, though. But I'm just might have to do it anyway. Luckily, you know, we're making it work. We're making it work. I'm just so happy I got Grossied. That's crazy. How old are the kids? Education Unpacked. The kids are anywhere from babies. I've worked with babies, helping them with their developmental milestones, all the way up to 18-year-olds. That's what our company covers. So I've been doing that, helping kids with all sorts of developmental disabilities, mental disabilities, and that's pretty fun. I enjoy doing that. But this is my side hustle, my hobby. One day we'll see how big it gets, but right now we're just doing it as a side hustle, a little side gig, because we enjoy talking about sports. And we started at the beginning of the season, so we're just trying to grind and grow. And so far we've been growing pretty quickly. You know, 200 plus subs in the first 3 months is pretty cool. Been having a good time with that. He's on Spectrum and not pleased with it. I had a horrible time with Xfinity, whatever Xfinity or Spectrum, whoever the heck I'm with. I think it's Xfinity. They're horrible to deal with when it comes to Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh, they are horrible to deal with. Took forever to get that thing hooked up. We were coming back here almost ready for the kickoff in the second half. Buccaneers going to be kicking to the Falcons in what's been a really good game here between the Falcons and the Buccaneers. He's been having trouble with the new house. Good for you. You can always run wire covers to hide it or run it under the molding. I could definitely try that. I don't want to tear anything up. I'm in an apartment right now, but I'll be in a house like next football season. We're going to try to get into a house, and then I can get a whole nice setup in the basement or something, and then I can do some cool setup with a cord. But I'm definitely I'm going to watch the Cardinals and Broncos game this Sunday. So they go back to back. So that'll be absolutely awesome. I'm going to get an Ethernet cord and get that hooked up. So really appreciate that, HBT, for letting me know about that. It more the upload that crushes him, cruxes him. Nice. Okay, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins going to look to throw here. He's going to screen pass out to Bijan Robinson, who's going to get 10, 15, about 16 yards on that one. Out to midfield. And the first play of the half, great play for the Falcons. They're moving the ball very quickly down the field. That was a fake handoff. Looks like, that really lulled the defense in. Then a quick pass out to Robinson. Hey, everyone, go let Tom Grossi know if you're going back to his stream that I really appreciate the plug there for a split second. That was awesome. We're going to have the dinger keep going off for a few minutes as well with the subscriber counter in the background. All right, 1st and 10 again. Handoff to Robinson. He's going to almost break that last tackle to get a first down. He's going to get about half of what he needs, though. Hey, thank you, Mark. That is very nice of you, man. I've been watching football my whole life. I thought, why not watch it with others and have a great time? 2nd and 6 for the Falcons. Yeah, we got our little janky setup right here, but I worked really freaking hard on this stuff back here, so I'm really glad that it looks nice to you guys. 2nd and 6. Bijan Robinson behind Kirk Cousins. I guarantee you, I think this is going to be a handoff right here. 81's quickly in motion. He's going to hand this ball off to Robinson, who's going to lose yardage. That is a 4-yard loss, and they're going to have a 3rd and 10. They lose exactly what they had just gained. And that is going to be a 3rd and long for the Falcons now. Bucs defense coming through big time here. Let's take a look at our votes. We got 139 votes now out of nowhere because of that. Everyone jumping in real quick and popped into the poll. The Buccaneers are winning 70% to 30% on who's going to win tonight. Oh my gosh. Let's look at how many people jumped into the stream here. As it is 3rd and 9. Kirk Cousins looks like he might be changing the play a little bit, adjusting what he sees. He's going to take that snap. Oh, we got another dinger in the background, a new subscriber. Holy crap, it's not a new subscriber. It is 20 new subscribers, and we have gained 40 new subs in this stream because of the Grossi Posse. Holy crap. I'm going to post that onto my channel 100%. We got another flag on the play. We got laundry. Kyle Pitts with a false start. How many false starts has that been tonight? We would love to have a counter. What does Tom Grossi's counter say? Does it say that there have been 5 or 6 false starts tonight? Because it seems like there has been. Hey, Mark, thank you for the sub. Absolutely appreciate it. People like you make this so much more fun to do. I saw there were so many comments. I was freaking out, dude. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't read all these. I don't have super chat set up or anything like that. Could not keep up with all the chat that was coming in. 3rd and 14 now because of another shooting themselves in the foot penalty for the Falcons. Cousins going to throw out to Pitts. He's going to catch it at the 50, going to break a tackle, trying his best to get upfield, and only gets about 6 yards on the play. 4th and 8, and they are out of field goal range. They're probably going to have to punt this football back to the Buccaneers. Kirk Cousins trying to talk to the OC about, what he sees there. He seems a little frustrated about that last play. Kirk, a seasoned veteran, he knows what he's talking about. And he's having his best game of the season right now. He's having a very efficient game. Looking at his stats really quickly, he's 13 of actually, let me refresh it real quick. I don't want to give you false stats. 13 of 17, 172 yards and 2 touchdowns, whereas Baker Mayfield only 9 of 19 for 145. So Baker's got to get it going. The punt is going to roll into the end zone, and that is going to be another flag. What the hell is this flag on now? That was Pinion trying to pinion them inside the 10. Holding on the receiving team. That is going to knock the ball backwards towards the goal line, half the distance to the goal for the Buccaneers to get the football. That's going to hop this game into a commercial break, but we're not going to have a commercial break here because we're just hanging out. We're having a good time. No commercial breaks here and no money. No money needed. So many flags this game. Absolutely, dude. There are way too many flags in this game. Like, holy crap, man. Like, every time the Falcons do something good, it's like, oh, another flag. Let's see if there's any other changes on the stats with the Falcons. Bijan Robinson didn't do much that drive. Still has 64 yards on the ground. It is the Kyle Pitts game, man. 7 receptions for 117 yards. That is wild. That is crazy, guys. How's everyone's day going? I'm having a good Thursday. Hope everyone that is watching still is having a great game. Great day. Hanging out with friends and family on Thursday. Let's check out some of the comments. I'm going to read some of these comments up here. Give me something to talk about in commercial breaks. This is crazy. All the people that hopped in here, man, I got grossified. 140 likes in a span of like no time. I got grossified from the #1 sports YouTuber, Tom Grossi. That is crazy. I got rated. Grossi raid, sending love. Holy crap, that was crazy. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Halftime raids, lol. Let's go. Dude, I'm going to just stream every primetime game. Get rated by you guys every game. How about that? Who the F is Perna? I love that comment. That was hilarious. That guy didn't know who Perna is. If you know who Tom Grossi is, you know who Perna is because they are basically best buds in the YouTube space. Probably in real life, too. I think that there was that video where he flew to Denver and they were like hugging and I'm making out or something like that. Bromance. You know how make out with your bros and stuff? All right, we got Bucks fans, we got Falcons fans, a lot of Bucks fans. There was a few Bronco fans there. Someone said, do the Cardinals have fans? Yes, the Cardinals have fans. You're looking at one right here. It's been a rough season. Watch some of my videos where I'm complaining about them. Cardinals fans during the blank videos are my funny ones, though. So if you want to watch ones that are a little more funny, those are shorter. And it's a little bit more humorous. The other ones, I'm just ranting for no reason. Raiders fan. Yeah, we got a Raiders fan. We did have one Cards fan there. That was David in Las Vegas. Awesome. Go Bears. Got a D-backs fan. Nice, dude. All right, we're back in this game. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers from the 10-yard line. We're going to work our way down these comments real quick after we get this handoff to Irving. He's going to try to get a yard. Not going to get a yard. He's going to get nothing. We got another D-backs fan right there. Took Tom 11 years to get there. Yeah, I read that one as well. 5th game. Hey, man, setup is quality. The scoreboard's a smart touch. Love that comment. I really appreciate it. Congrats on the channel. That's how it works. Then they're like, oh, look, HBT Chiefs is in here. I'm going to subscribe to you too as well, HBT Chiefs. I've just found out about your channel as well. I've been kind of in this space for only 3 months, so love it. Oh, you said, what is the audio setup? If you're still here, I bet you're busy doing something else. But if you're still here, HBT Chiefs, I have a Yeti microphone that I just plug straight into the laptop. That is what I do. It's a nice Yeti. I got it at Best Buy. I've been using it for YouTube on a couple other channels for a couple of years. But with this channel, for the 3 months I've been doing this thing, it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Buccaneers. I missed that last play, so sorry. We will make sure we don't miss any more plays. We gained like 40 subscribers in 2 minutes. That was insane. My clock almost broke back here. Handoff is going to be a 1st down for Bucky as he fights for 4 yards. Good play by the Buccaneers. Bucky Irving is such a good running back. You can always run wire covers to hide it. Yeah. That one as well. Mark, who's super nice. So many flags this game. All the zebra stuff that you have on. You def have a good vibe compared to some other raids. I love that. I'm trying to keep a nice chill vibe, man. This is just me, man. I'm not trying to be a fake person. Go Josh Allen. Love it. Josh Allen's a really good guy and a good quarterback. One of the top quarterbacks in the league. Are there some other raids where people are just like total losers or something and just have a really bad attitude? I'm just being myself on here, bro. Because I want to do this for a long time. This is more than just I want to make it more than a hobby. It's just a hobby right now. That was a big catch by Igbuka there. Big 1st down. Finally got that connection going. Let's see what they do on 1st and 10 here now. Baker Mayfield under center. Got to fake the handoff, looking to throw. This is a deep pass down to the left. He's got Evans. Evans going to jump and make the catch all the way down to the 11. That is a big 1st down for the Buccaneers. He is hyping the crowd up, and He needs to do so. That was an amazing grab. Big gain downfield for Mike Evans. Let's make sure my computer's not going to, my whole screen's not going to fall over here. My dog earlier was knocking this stuff over and eating my table, all sorts of crazy stuff. And it was very distracting. I'm having to hold my screen up at the moment. There we go. We got it hooked up. A lot of other raids pay attention to the new guys for a minute and then go back to ignoring chat. They aren't used to reading chat. Hey man, I wish I had more chat. I'm happy. I'm so happy to have some chat right now hanging out with me because usually I have like 4 to 6 people watching my streams in the first few games so far. And in like the commercial breaks, I just go through stats and look at stuff like that because I'm like, man, I have no freaking clue what to say right now. It's awkward. But yeah, no, I absolutely love having chat. I finally get some Cardinals fans who have been watching all my streams with me, and we do the chat back and forth, and I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I absolutely love having some chat. I'll never ignore the chat. I just went through all of those like 100 comments I got. Hopefully that keeps going too. Love talking to people. Love meeting new people on here and getting some regular viewers would be awesome. But I understand you guys got your Tom Grassi. You want to go watch him, and he deserves it. He's the best sports YouTuber on YouTube. My mom just texted me Joe Machi. That makes no sense. Okay. Baker Mayfield to throw on 1st and goal. He is going to get sacked. He just fell down on that play. Not sure what he was doing there. Guess he didn't want to get hit. He kind of saw the blind side was getting beat a little bit. Didn't want to get hit in the back. He's been kind of dinged up all season long, so doesn't want to get hit again there. Kirk Cousins looking on from the bench. Dude, I am still shaking. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm still shaking a little bit. It comes and goes, but I'm doing a little bit of a shake. I went from having my max amount of people watching during the Cardinals-Jags game was 38 people. And then this one, for a split second there, was 140-something people, or like almost 200 people. 2nd and goal from the 14. Mayfield's going to throw, and that ball got hit. He got hit in the arm as he throws, and that will be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 14-yard line. Oh, new subscriber. We got a ding. We're at 265. Incredibly blessed to have you on the channel with me. Thank you for subscribing. And we hit our, I think we hit our stream goal of 5 likes. We hit it by a little bit more than 5. A little bit more than 5 here today. And luckily, thank goodness, thank the Lord our connection is holding, because that would have been a bummer if I got raided and then my stream freezed immediately. Talk about hilarious. 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. Mayfield looking to throw to the end zone, and it is over the head of Egbuka. If it was just a foot lower, he probably hits him for a touchdown. There is a flag. Let's see what this is, though. There's a flag. We're going to wait to see what the ref's call is. Illegal contact number 20, defense. Automatic first down. That is like the 4th time tonight that the Falcons are going to give an automatic first down to the Buccaneers because of a flag after making the stop. Gabe, yes, there was a flag. Automatic first down for the Buccaneers. Number 20 on the defense. That was Alford that time. Alford played a little bit for the Cardinals, I believe, once. One season. Unless I'm thinking completely wrong here. Allen going to have a game this week, but I will get back on it soon and get it sorted, and then awesome. Allen is a great quarterback, dude. 1st and goal after getting bailed out by the Falcons defense again. This is a toss play out to Tucker, who's going to only get about a yard on the play. 2nd and goal. Hard to believe in this game. That's hilarious, dude. Also, love your Clippy profile pic. Dude, another flag. Oh my goodness. Dude, the flag counter on Grassi's stream is probably at like 30. There's definitely a need for a flag counter in this game because this is ridiculous. We should use this scoreboard as a flag counter for the rest of the game. What is this flag? We're waiting for the ref's call. Let's see. This will be the 14th penalty. They may top the Cardinals franchise record of 17 in this game. Personal foul, face mask, defense. Another personal foul for tripping. 2 personal fouls against the Falcons on one play. A personal foul for tripping on number 0 and a personal foul for face mask. Flag. Playoffs? I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Another flag. That one wasn't just one flag. That was 2 flags. It was 2 flags. Not just a single flag on that one. So that would be 2 more flags to the 14. That's 16 total flags, meaning that they are, yeah, that's quite a flag, dude. I agree. Tucker on 1st and goal, going to lose 2 yards on this play. Ball's going to be back on the 6-yard line for 2nd and goal for the Buccaneers. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of this amazing game tonight. You guys made my night. Allen going to beat Bills by $1 billion. Allen. You're saying Allen's going to beat his own team? Oh, Allen's going to win Bills by $1 billion. You think the Bills are going to win by a lot? Who did the Bills play this week? Raymond. We've been streaming for 2 straight hours. 2nd and goal from the shotgun. Mayfield looking to throw real quick. He's going to get a touchdown to number 82. The Buccaneers are going to score. Another passing touchdown. Devin Culp. He doesn't even have a picture. That guy doesn't even have a drawing or a picture of himself. And that is a touchdown for the Buccaneers. We're going to move our scoreboard up to 20 here because I'm assuming the extra point's going to be good. Of course, if it's not, we will change it. But we have a new score in this game. The Buccaneers going to take the lead back, and we have a good Thursday night football game happening here tonight. They're playing the Patriots. Okay, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good back-and-forth battle. Are the referees tripping in this game? Just keep throwing flags. Look at the pretty color. I think the referees like yellow. I think that might be their favorite color because that's what's happening in this game. Every other play, we get another yellow flag. All right, Buccaneers back on top. They're headed to the commercial break in the game. Of course, subscribing is free. I'm assuming if you're still hanging out with me, you subscribe to my channel, though. There's no need for me to say that because I've gained 40 subs in the last 2 minutes. Let's take a look at our video analytics because we shot up gigantically. 453 people have come in to hang out with me now. I've got 17 watch hours from the stream. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at when the spike started. I had 101 total people hanging out with me in the stream. I had about 6 concurrent, and then it shot straight up to 425, a 300 increase immediately. That is insane. Holy crap, dude. I am definitely making a YouTube video and putting it on my channel about getting Grossied here in this game. And I'm going to have his stream. I'm going to record, screen cap it from when he left. And then I'm going to go to mine where I got Grossied. And we're going to have the little bit of that juxtaposition right there. Because that was hilarious. Let's take a look at our poll. We have 142 votes. The Bucs still absolutely 70% winning that poll on who's going to win today's game. 11 people hanging out with us right now. Super awesome to have all you hanging out with me right now. Hope you're having a great Thursday night. We're on commercial break, so you're missing nothing. But just like Tom Grossi, we don't have commercial breaks here. And I don't plan on ever doing that. I'm not going to put commercial breaks on my live streams either. That seems like a greedy thing to do. And speaking of greedy, there's a FanDuel commercial right now. I just had some AZ fans over for the game versus Chicago. They did pretty well for a 13-degree game. How do you think you'd do on that temp? I live in Denver, Gadriel, so I'm used to 13-degree weather. My whole family is from Denver. My wife is from Denver. They're big Broncos fans, so I got that Broncos helmet back there. I watch Brandon Perna's That's Good Sports channel a lot. That's my AFC team. I'm a Broncos fan. I was in Broncos jerseys before Cardinals jerseys, but I am from Arizona, and so I'm a Cardinals fan, even though it is tough to be sometimes. And this channel is centered around Arizona, Cardinals, but talk about everyone in the NFL as well. But I think I could handle 13-degree weather because literally 2 weeks ago, we had a week ago, we had a snowstorm. Like 2 weeks ago, we had like 19-degree weather. It's fine. I'm used to it now. I will admit, I did live in Texas and Arizona most of my life before living here, and it was a lot. It was a bit of a learning curve coming out here. It was pretty freaking cold. Like the -degree weather, that's when it gets insane. All right, we are back. We're looking for the kickoff here from McLaughlin. See if this ball's carried out. We haven't had a kick return really carried out of the end zone in this game. See if we get another kneel down. Ball's going to be kicked out of the back of... Ooh, almost didn't go out of the back of the end zone. That would have been interesting. Allen going to put his cape on for this weekend. You know what? He is married to a literal superhero now. She was in that little Marvel TV show where she was with Hawkeye, you know, Haley Steinfeld, his wife. And she was shooting arrows with Hawkeye. So I think she's technically a superhero now. So I think he should totally put on his cape. All right, Buccaneers just took the lead. Falcons going to look to answer back here in what's been a really good game. And then on Sunday, we're going to get an Ethernet cord plugged in here because if I get rated again, I got to make sure my connection's good. We're going to get an Ethernet cord. We're going to hook it up all the way from the living room. We're going to watch the Cardinals game at 11 Mountain Time, and then we're going to watch the Broncos game. Fake handoff on first down for Cousins. He's going to throw this football out. Ooh, almost intercepted. That was a dangerous throw. Dangerous. My dog just busted the door down like a bat out of hell once again. He is hilarious. What a little guy. Hey, yeah, you shut the door. You hit the door open so hard. What are you going to do now, huh? All right. It is 20-14. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. It is 2nd and 10. Falcons have the football trying to respond here. Let's see what's going to happen. Haven't even had a drink. My voice is going away. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Good blocking. Going to pass out to Bijan. Bijan breaks a tackle. Is going to get 5 yards, 10 yards. Out to the 50-yard line, all the way down to the 45 for a 20-yard gain. He is such a beast. One of the top 2 running backs in the NFL, in my opinion. This guy is absolutely incredible. And now we're on the Bucs side of the field at the 45-yard line. Moving the ball downfield. That defender just slipped down. Slipped on a banana peel. That's another yellow thing that's on the field. That banana peel that made that Buccaneers defender fall down. Five and a half minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see what the next play is. We have the I formation here. Kirk Cousins going to take the snap. Looking to pass. Ball is thrown deep in the air. He's by himself and he drops the pass. Oh my goodness. Sills dropped it. The defender fell down and he was wide open for a touchdown and he dropped it. The Falcons cannot get out of their own way tonight. This is insane. Right on your hands. You're an NFL receiver, even though he's a tight end and technically not a receiver. And you've got to catch this football. Sills is a tight end, I believe. Let me just take a look here. Oh, it says wide receiver. Well, who knows? I'm not big on the Falcons. Drops, no. Yeah, that was bad. That's a bad drop right there. You can't have that. Another throw. This one's completed, and that's a first down. I believe this is Mooney, number 1 on the grab. Yeah, that is Mooney. He's been having a frustrating game. He almost got a catch earlier, but the ball was 4 yards short of his feet. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And McCollum is leaving the field for the Buccaneers. Number 27. He seems like he's frustrated. They might have some x-rays or something in the back for him. Let me use my PT brain and see what I think the injury is. I'd have to see the replay for that, but anyways. Fake handoff to Algier. Kirk looking to throw. He's going to complete this one possibly, but that's only a 1-yard gain if he caught it. Looks like they're saying incomplete anyway. Let me shut the door. It's getting a little loud out in the living room. My wife's having a party with my little dog, and it's getting a little bit rowdy. I will say that right now. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons right here. Let's see what we're going to get. They're in the gun again. Cousins going to take the snap, looking to throw once again, getting pressured, and that might be intentional grounding. He just flips the ball out. There's nobody in the area. This could be a grounding call. They might talk about this. Todd Bowles wants a grounding. Let's see. The refs, this has happened a lot tonight where these refs have like a huddle, a ref huddle, and they're all like, what are we going to call? What are we doing? We don't know what's happening. It happened like 3 times in the first quarter, and they take way too long to figure out what the call is. And there's the flag. They're going to call grounding. We were right. We were right. Intentional grounding. Yep, there it is. Falcons with another killer penalty right now tonight. You just can't have that. Oh, that's the good stuff right there. Mango Mike's hard. Cousins is trying to argue his case that Algier was in the area, but I don't believe it. I didn't see anybody in the entire camera. They had the whole camera covering about 10 yards. No one was there. Atlanta's only 1 of 5 on third down. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to be 4th and 20 for the Falcons. That was a quick little slant route. Trying to get to Sills. That ball was a little bit out of his reach, though. Man, that wide open touchdown grab that was dropped by Sills is another big deal in the Falcons game today. I don't think they can kick a field goal. I think they're too far out. I think they're too far. (15-18) against the Falcons. If you count, I think, Goodreal, if you count that 2 penalty play, that's actually 16 flags on the Falcons, which would be 1 penalty away from the Cardinals' 17 penalty game. A fumble on the punt, and they're in a dog pile. Let's see who recovers this. Looks like they're immediately giving it to the punt returner of the Buccaneers. Falcons almost fell on that sucker. Okay, yeah, but as I was saying before that craziness just happened, it looks like if there were 2 flags on that play and they count that as 2 flags specifically, 16 flags. Let me take a look at what they're saying on the stats here. I'm going to hop in, see how many flags it's showing for team stats. Let's see how many flags we have on both sides. Are they showing it on here? They usually show it on here. Penalties, yards. There it is. 15 for the Falcons, 3 for the Buccaneers. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. 15. Yeah, so they are 2 penalties away from the Cardinals franchise record of 17, which they just got this year, penalty-wise. We had 16, and then we got the franchise record of 17 in one of the games this year. Horrible game for the Cardinals. That was their franchise record. Let's see what the franchise record is for the Falcons. I'm going to look it up. Falcons franchise record for penalties in a single game. If anyone knows, just let me know in the chat, though. Everyone who's hanging out, hope you're having a great evening as well. I got 10 of you hanging out with me right now. The franchise record for the Falcons is tied with the Cardinals now. It is at 17. So if they get 2 more, they're going to tie their franchise record for penalties in a single game. And we have like a whole quarter. We might have that happen. That may happen. That's crazy. I agree, Gabe. That was a drive killer. Absolutely. I think only 1 can be accepted per play. Okay, that makes sense because they said they had 14 and then that next play had 2. So I didn't know how that worked, if they were going to count both flags or not. But they're 2 flags away from the franchise record being tied. And if they get to 18, that'll be a new franchise record. We're still on commercial break. It looks like we're about to head back into the game, though, pretty soon. What team are you guys fans of? Let me know in the chat. Those of you who are watching right now, what team do you guys like? You guys like the Broncos, Packers, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Falcons? Let me know. I've always been kind of a supporter of the Falcons because they're one of those teams that's, like other than that Super Bowl year and then a couple times they made the playoffs, they're always one of those teams that kind of struggles like the Cardinals. And I always kind of support teams like that because I want them to do well. I think the one team I don't really support is the Browns because they had Baker Mayfield. They finally were good with him, and then they got rid of him, and they deserve to be bad, honestly. Mayfield's going to throw on 1st and 10. A big completion out to Evans for 20 yards and a Buccaneers first down. Your Packers all the way have season tickets, so you probably love Tom Grossi's channel then. He's probably your favorite guy. That's so cool that he got to do that draft pick for you guys. For a late round draft pick when they went to Lambeau, near Lambeau. They went to, what's the town called? It's called Green Bay, obviously. I'm a dumbass. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm shell-shocked from getting Grossied earlier. I'm still shell-shocked from it. I can't think straight. That was so cool that he got to announce a draft pick anyway. Handoff on 1st and 10, 6-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Yeah, Green Bay. I know. I was like, is it called Lambeau? Is the city called Lambeau? No, it's not Lambeau. It's Green Bay. I'm from the state of Denver. I don't know anything about Lambeau or Green Bay. Just joking. Just wanted to say something stupid there to counter the stupidness that I did a second ago. Because two negatives make a positive. We have 14 people hanging out here on the 2nd and 4 carry. Oh, big carry for Irving. He's going to cross midfield out to the 47, and that's a Buccaneers first down. Lambeau is the stadium named after the founder of the Packers. I wish I could tell you that I knew that. I knew it was Lambeau. I knew the stadium was Lambeau. But I didn't know it was named after the founder of the Packers. So that is a cool fun fact that I've learned today. I did not know. I did know it was the stadium, though. I do know actually a surprisingly good amount of stuff about football, about the NFL. But I just have a brain fart quite a bit. Irving on 1st and 10, going to carry for probably 6 yards again. And the Falcons defense is starting to get a little tired here right now. We got 16 people hanging out with us. Welcome, man. Hope you're having a great evening. I don't even know, Gabe, if I can say whatever the heck you just put in the chat. Ashwaubenon is the actual town. The stadium is Ashwaubenon. Okay, that seems like it's somewhere in a different country. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ashwaubenon. I might have gotten it there. 2nd and 5. Mayfield going to fake the handoff. He's getting pressured heavily, though, and he's just going to pretty much accept that he's getting sacked. He's going to go down to the 50-yard line and get sacked. Oh, my goodness. That was a big deal for the Falcons. I want Baker Mayfield to succeed, though. I used to hate him, man. He was when Mahomes was the quarterback at Texas Tech University, Baker was his backup. He was a walk-on at Texas Tech University, got onto the team, was going to be the starter, and then they got Mahomes, and they were like, nah, we're going to have you as the backup. He said, no, I'm going to go to Oklahoma and be the starter, and that's, the rest is history. But we chanted F.U. Baker at that blackout game between those two. 3rd and 12, going to throw over the head of the receiver, incomplete, and they're going to have to punt again. I went to the blackout game as a student of Texas Tech against the Oklahoma Sooners, and the Sooners beat us that game, but it was a back-and-forth battle between Mahomes and Mayfield. And, man, it was such an awesome game, and we hated Baker Mayfield in that game. We absolutely couldn't stand his guts. But ever since he's made it to the NFL, I love the guy. I think he's such a good story in the NFL. I want him to succeed. I want the Bucs to do decent this year. And they got to win this game. You cannot lose to the Saints and Falcons in back-to-back weeks, and you want to make the playoffs. The Panthers are right on their heels. Punt is in the air. See if we get a fair catch or if we get a return. Fair catch at the 14-yard line. And they are headed to commercial break. But we'll just stay right here and see what is going on with the game stats. First, we'll check the stats of our stream. 502 people have now come in to hang out with us during the stream. Big thank you to everybody still hanging out and everybody who is watching and has watched the whole time if you're watching this after the live. Let's take a look at the stats for the game real quick, get updated on that because the game's running out of time here. Let's see what the time is. 3rd quarter is almost over. So that means we're going to have another commercial break really quickly when we come back from this commercial break. I hate it when the NFL does that. It should just be like, let's just keep rolling. We just had a commercial break, but no, they want that money. This is a really good Thursday night football game, though. As far as like actually being entertaining. Kirk Cousins is 16 of 25 for 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. His passer rating is now 117.4. Bijan Robinson, 12 carries, 64 yards. He has been very silent. They've been trying to pass the ball on the last couple drives, so he hasn't really been doing much. I really feel like they should just keep handing it to him, though. He gets a lot of yards on most of his carries, especially today. I mean, 12 for 64. He's on pace for, around 20 carries, get about 100 yards or more. That's a pretty good pace, 5.3 yards per carry. Pitt's still stuck at 7 receptions for 117 yards. He had that amazing number and now has gone a little bit quiet here in the last couple drives. Robinson, 5 catches for 62 yards. Sills has the 3 catches for 20, but he would have had about a 50-yard touchdown reception had he caught that 4th one. Still got the 2 sacks for James Pierce. We do have another sack by London and another sack by Dorless. So they've actually gotten to Mayfield 4 times in this game. Cousins still has no sacks on him. Next Thursday, we got the Rams and Seahawks. That'll be a good game. The 2 leaders in the NFC West. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the chat now that we did the stats there. Ashwa Benan. Okay. Much easier. Thanks for breaking it down for me. Baker's gonna bake. Ass whooping and Ashwa Benan. Ashwa Benan. I bet you, if I lived there, it'd be much easier to say. People would just be like, oh, it's Ashwa Benan. All right, handoff on 1st and 10. That's going to be just a 2-yard carry for Bijan Robinson. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Just 40 seconds left. We have time for one more snap in the 3rd quarter before we head into our 4th quarter in what has been a blessed game for not only whoever wins this game, but also for myself. With my 142 record likes on this stream, absolutely blowing everything out of the water. And I am blessed. All right, they are in the gun. 17 seconds left. This will probably be the last snap of the half unless we have an incomplete pass. Cousins looking to throw. It's completed. Actually, it's tipped in the air and intercepted by the Buccaneers. It was completed to the Buccaneers. And they're going to get the ball back in absolutely excellent field position with just 6 seconds left. Robinson had that ball in his hands. He's saying he didn't have control of it, and that should be incomplete. It's called a fumble recovered by the defense. So the camera angle didn't show that the ball hit the ground. Let's take a look at the whole play here. Robinson has it. 1 step, 2 step. That looks like a football move and a fumble. Yeah, no, that looks like a fumble to me. It looks like he has it right there. 1 step, 2 step, gets hit, and then he fumbles the football. We'll see. So many towns, etc., in Wisconsin are native Indian based, so the pronunciations are absolutely not standard. Totally get that as someone from Arizona. A lot of weird pronunciations out there too. I think this is a catch and then a fumble back to the Buccaneers, and that'd be another gigantic error by the Falcons tonight. Let's see what they call it. I wonder how long they're going to review this here. Looks like they Falconed it. Yep, just like my team loves to cardinal it up. This is why I support the Falcons and hope that they someday will succeed. They Falcon it up just like the Cardinals cardinal it up, and just like the Browns brown it up. The Falcons find ways to lose. They literally try their hardest to figure out how can we lose each game each week. Mayfield's going to avoid the sack on 1st and 10. Final play of the quarter, and he's going to find a way to complete this for 12 yards and a 1st down. What a play of the game. That might be the play of the game by Baker Mayfield as far as scrambling out and finding an open receiver. Of course, Mike Evans is down again, though. That is a catch, but he's holding on to his arm, his shoulders dangling down. He's holding his wrist. Not good. This poor man is so beat up all over his body. Makes out of starters easy to pick out. I like the Bucs because they're honorary NFC North members. Are the Bucs, did they used to be in the NFC North a long time ago? Yeah, we have 142 likes in the stream. Big thank you to everybody. And then 142 votes in the poll. So very consistent on what's going on right now. Very consistent. NFC Central at that time. Okay. I know they did the reshuffling when the Texans became a team. Is that part of it? We're on commercial break, so we're not missing anything right now. We're just hanging out for a minute. We have how many people have hopped in now in the last commercial break? 520. 21.3 watch hours. That's going to help a little bit for sure. Love it. We've crossed 1,000 watch hours. We're on our way to 2,000 now on the channel. Got the first 1,000 before today. We're at like 1,030 watch hours. Back when the league had 30 teams instead of 32. Who was the 31st team? Let's see. We had the newest team was the Texans. Who was the team before that? Was it the Titans or something like that when the Oilers moved to Tennessee? Gotcha. They restructured at that time. Do you think they might expand soon again? I'm sure they're trying to expand over to other countries and stuff, which would be, I think, a little bit too much. A little bit too crazy. I wonder, you guys think a regular Ethernet cord would be the best for my Sunday football streams or my other football streams? Or do you guys think that, is there like a special Ethernet cord that's better than others? I don't know if you guys know any of this, but I know that Chiefs guy earlier was telling me. Let's see. Yeah, Titans. Panthers and Jags were the expansion teams I remember. Yeah, I know the Oilers were a team when I was a baby, and then they ended up not being a team anymore. And my dad was an Oilers fan. He loved Warren Moon. So, all right, let's see what they called this. They ruled it incomplete on the Mike Evans catch. The ball was slipping around quite a bit, though. Cat 8 cable is great. Let me look that up. I have no idea what that is. Can I buy that at Target or Walmart or something? Does that change my internet speed? Or is it just because I know my internet is like what I purchased, but like it's going to be a 1-yard gain for Irving on first down. Mike Evans has been evaluated by the medical guy like 3 times in this game. And they're like, yeah, just get back out there. I'm sure at a certain point you're going to get injured and have to go out of the game. But like for now, as long as you can walk, just get back out there. Cat 8 Ethernet cable is the latest standard, offering blazing speeds up to 40 gigabits per second and bandwidth up to 2,000. You are correct about what you just said. That is a high speed. I guess it only will go up to the point of the amount of internet I have allowed from my internet provider, the amount that I have bought. This pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. Mike Evans was getting tugged on all over by number 24, and he's going to commit another flag. We have another flag on the Atlanta Falcons here in this game that is going to give them a first down. This might be the worst game I've seen from a single player in a long time. Number 24 for this defense for the Falcons has committed 5 major penalties to give automatic first downs to the Buccaneers tonight, and he is getting torched. He's literally toast out there. I've never seen toast in player form. Same, which is why the Titans rocking the Oilers colors is always hilarious. I think they're pretty sick uniforms. I like when they do it at least. Cat 8 is great if you have fiber. I don't know if I have fiber. I'm not smart enough to know if I have fiber. I just said, give me a really good Wi-Fi internet speed. I have a pretty good speed. I haven't had any issues in the second half, but in the second quarter of this game, my stream kept going, we're lagging. And then I kept looking at my second screen and it was freezing up a little bit on me. So I want to make sure the stream is crisp for everyone watching. Buccaneers have a 20-14 lead. We're in the fourth quarter now, a second and goal, and they're trying to make this a 2-possession game. Yeah, I waited too long for a flag. They are 1 flag away from tying the franchise record. Let's see if the Falcons can do it. Come on, Falcons, I believe in you. Fake handoff pass to the end zone. That's a touchdown. Number 14, Godwin. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin getting involved. That's going to make it a difficult task for the Falcons. Falcons falconed that one up just like they've falconed up this whole game. And at the moment, it's 26-14, barring the extra point. Oiler to Titans, Browns to Ravens, all things to remember from my younger years. Then Browns came back. The Browns turned into the Ravens? Wow. That's crazy. I did not know the Browns moved and then came back. That's wild. They're going for 2 here. They're going to try to make it a 14-point game. Mayfield in the shotgun, looking to throw. He finds somebody. He's going to get him again. And who is it? It's that man again. It's Chris Godwin. It is now 28-14, and this is going to be a rough one. The Falcons have 13 and a half minutes to try to get 2 touchdowns and prevent the Bucs from scoring any more points. But the Robinson fumble is a big deal right now. Somehow the Browns returned, and they've been putting their city through so much pain ever since. I just saw a video about the Arizona Cardinals, and they first came to Arizona in the late 1980s. And I guess they moved from St. Louis at the time. And then I commented in the video, which has gotten a lot of likes. I was like, and they've been providing the city of Glendale, Arizona with so much pain ever since. Little did negative 6-year-old me know, but at the time, I was going to have so much pain because of this franchise. We're on commercial break right now. Just so you know, if you're hanging out watching, subscribing is free, liking is free. We got Grossied earlier, so we're at a new record of likes on our stream, thanks to the beautiful people over at Tom Grossi. Tom and his whole team of people who are watching his streams, and crazy amounts of people that watch him all the time, absolutely Grossied the hell out of us. I'm still trying to recover from it. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours straight, and we have hit records on all of our stats for this video. They still doing the same Brown things. I know, and they had Baker Mayfield once. All of a sudden, they did pretty well, and then they were like, let's kick your ass to the curb for Deshaun Massage My Balls Watson. And let's see, that didn't turn out too well. That trade and the Russell Wilson trade or contracts are 2 of the worst contracts in NFL history. I also want to say, just throw in the ring, that the Kyler Murray contract is also one of the worst in NFL history. Just want to throw that one in there. I think we gave him almost $200 million at least, just for him to help us win 0 playoff games and go to the playoffs once and get embarrassed by the Rams. So pretty terrible stuff, if you ask me. We're still on commercial break here, and my voice is gone, so I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to take a drink of this Mike's Hard. Harder. Oh, that's good. Okay. We're back from commercial break here. Let's see if the Falcons can respond. This is a big drive for them. They've got to get something right now. Okay, they're showing a kid who's a Falcons fan fighting a kid who's a Buccaneers fan for the football in the stands, and the Buccaneers fan won. That's ironic. Kneel down in the end zone for a touchback, and the Falcons will start with the football once again. They're showing they got the Rams 10-3, Green Bay at 9-3-1. You got the Eagles at 8-5, the Buccaneers at 7-6. Seahawks 10-3. Got a lot of good teams in the NFC right now. Yeah, I'm going to do some research on those Ethernet cables for Sunday. Try to see if I can go get one somewhere. Pass is short of Mooney. That's the second time in the game that a Kirk Cousins pass has fallen short of Mooney. And he looks like he's doing the little typical pouty receiver thing. Every time he doesn't get a catch, he goes and he pouts over there on the sideline, looks at his team like, oh, bro, I would have had that. I'm the best receiver on this team, bro. And then he runs back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. They're obviously going to be passing. Kirk Cousins all alone in the backfield here. They should run the ball. I mean, Robinson was getting good yards per carry. Robinson's going to get this one, and he's going to take it about 8 or 9 yards until he runs out of bounds. AFC in shambles because the Chiefs aren't a sure thing. Yeah, it's the Broncos. And the Colts now have a Phillip Rivers grandpa situation. Like, what the heck's going on with them? Like, Daniel Jones out for the season. What's going on with those guys? Their poor team could be done for the year if Rivers isn't anywhere near as good as he used to be. Cousins going to complete this one out to Robinson for a 1st down for the Falcons, and they're at midfield. And Robinson is a little bit dinged up on that play. Let's make sure that he's okay. He seems fine. He seemed a little bit dinged up on that. Definitely don't want him to be hurt. I don't think anyone in the NFL or any NFL fan wants to see him get injured because he is a joy to watch. Yeah, Rivers, that's a crazy thing. I almost made a video about that. I didn't have time, though, so I was too busy at work. Robinson gets a handoff this time. He's going to take this ball about 4 yards and then go down. Second down and 6 for the Falcons. 12 minutes left in the game. Cousins in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Who's he going to find? He checks it down to the running back, who's Algier this time maybe, or who's 89? Who is that guy? It's Warner. Okay. Going to make it a 3rd and short on this one. We got 10 people hanging out with us watching the end of the Falcons-Buccaneers game. Thank you to all of you who are hanging out with me in this one. We got Grossied earlier. That was absolutely wild. We got raided. Hide your children. Hide your kids. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. 3rd and 2. Cousins looking to throw. He's going to find Pitts, who's open. He's going to get a 1st down to the 30 and down to the 25 and out of bounds. The Falcons may actually score here. Pitts was kind of just finding the open space, finding it and then getting it done. He's been doing that all day. This has been a career day for him. Awesome. Yeah, I'll keep it going for you. You don't have TV or radio? You're my link to the game. Hide everybody. 1st and 10. Cousins looking to throw from the 26. He's going to complete this pass to 87, who hurdles somebody at the 8 and down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Falcons. 10 minutes left in the game. Falcons all the way down to the 6-yard line. That is a Falcons 1st down. That is Sills on the play. He looks like he finally figured out how to catch the football. Could have had a touchdown earlier, but at least he caught that one. I don't want to be a negative Nancy about it. First and goal for the Falcons from the 6-yard line. Kirk Cousins looking to hand this one off. He will. It is Robinson who runs to the outside, and he's got nothing but a walk-in touchdown. Touchdown, Falcons. Let's change the scoreboard right here, right now. 20 points. We're waiting for the extra point. Oh, crap, I didn't put the extra point on for the Buccaneers. Sorry about that, Gabe. I got to make sure I'm keeping this up for you. They got the 2-point conversion as well. And then this one's about to switch to a 1. I'm going to go ahead and update that right now. I'm assuming the extra point's going to be good. They're about to kick it. Yeah, forget on Thursday Night Football. Even it's a primetime game, but not everyone has Prime. So many subscriptions just to watch football this year. 2-point try here for the Falcons, actually. Cousins looking to throw. He's going to throw to the corner of the end zone. Nobody's there. We're going to go ahead and take this one away. We're going to flip it the right way, though. Falcons falconed that up. Instead of going for an extra point, they decided to go for 2 for some reason, and now they're down by 8 points. So they falconed that one up. Perfect. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to commercial break. We are missing nothing. It's going to be about a 2 to 3 minute commercial break, probably. And Kirk was yelling at one of his receivers at the end of that. He was upset that he didn't run the route that he wanted him to run. Twitch is still a thing. It is still a thing. YouTube streaming, in my opinion, is just way better. YouTube is a much nicer platform to creators, and Twitch is not. Twitch is a garbage platform, in my opinion. Yeah, YouTube pays its content creators more, and it also is much easier to use, apparently. And also, it's easier for people to join your streams and find you. Like this I would have never had even seven people at once watching me on Twitch. I would have had 0 the whole time. I think Twitch is better if you have a large audience. You can then go onto it while you're on YouTube also, and you combine stream at the same time on both of them. So then you kind of pick people up from both platforms. I think that's the best way to make it happen. But as a new person starting out on Twitch, you're basically like doomed to fail. On YouTube, at least people will come in and hop in, and you got to like earn it. Like you earn their subscribes and their likes and stuff like that. And, you know, if you put in the effort and stuff, you'll actually grow a little bit if you have some good stuff. And if you know what you're talking about a little bit. Prime versus Twitch. For Thursday Night Football, Twitch. Oh, yeah, sorry. I got into a very detailed conversation about that, though, so I was pretty passionate about that topic. Prime versus Twitch. I didn't know Twitch did football games. Does Twitch do football games? I thought it was only Prime. I didn't know it was Twitch. Twitch might maybe do like a partnership where they stream the game as well as another thing. Like maybe the games on Prime are also streamed on Twitch as well, just for people who want to do that. But I'm not sure who would want to do that. I guess, you know, if it's free for people who have Twitch, that would be nice. All right, we're back from commercial break here. They are showing Mike Evans highlights in the game. I don't know why the Falcons went for 2. This is one of those situations where you're like, this is why you lose all the games you play. Like you could have just had a 7-point game. You could have possibly tied it. And now you're going to have to go for 2 again. You failed the first time. Now you're going to have to do it again if you score another touchdown. Amazon owns Prime and Twitch. Well, that makes sense if they're going to do that then. That makes sense. If they're going to have like the partnership where they show the game on both things, that makes total sense. I think they might be regretting the Twitch signing. Yeah, regretting it. There's a flag on the field on this kickoff. The ball was squibbed by Zane Gonzalez. And I don't know what this flag's about. Let's see what it is. The ref is taking his sweet time walking over to deliberate this flag. So we're going to have to wait for just a second to see what it's about. Kick short of the landing zone. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line. That's not going to help you win the game. If you're giving the ball to the Buccaneers at the 40 already, then, I mean, they just need about 20 yards to get in field goal range. Baker Mayfield's in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 9 minutes, 37 seconds left in the entire game. Takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's going to toss this one to the number 1, who's Reggie White. He's going to fight his way for about 6 yards, and he's at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 4 for the Buccaneers. All right, 9 minutes left in the game. Baker Mayfield again in the shotgun. Running back out to his right. He's going to take this snap. Look to throw. Was going to check it down. Instead, he's going to zip this ball up the middle for about a 10-yard gain to Egbuka. That's caught for a 1st down. There is laundry on the field. Is this flag on the Falcons? Let's tie the franchise record. Come on, Atlanta. Holding number 24 on the defense. That is another automatic first down because Terrell Jr. got his 6th automatic first down penalty on the defense. He's responsible for 6 flags on this defense. He's going to take his whole family to 6 flags after this. That is the 7th. The penalty was declined. Why did they decline it? It was a 1st and 10. I guess they would get more yards. I don't really know. I need to look and see if they've updated this yet. Let's take a look. I want to see the amount of flags they have. I really want them to break the franchise record. They do have 17 credited to them. They can do it. Come on, Falcons. Get your 18th and franchise record amount of penalties. 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield looking to throw. That is incomplete. 8 minutes and 28 seconds left in this game. It is 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Falcons on the brink of losing this game or being too far to come back. Man, I mean, you can't help but wonder, will the Falcons find a way to lose if they were to even tie it or something? Every week has been another excuse for how we ended up losing this week. All right, snap to Mayfield. He's going to throw this football, and that is intercepted. Intercepted by the Falcons. I spoke too soon, and who did it? Who got the pick? The ball was underthrown, and it is Alford, number 20, who gets the interception for the Falcons. There's 8:22 left in the 4th quarter, and the Falcons suddenly have the football back at around the 40-yard line, their own 40. They're 10 yards from the 50. Wow. What an interception, too. Flying, spinning through the air. How do you not bench that man? Yeah, number 24. How do you not bench that guy? That's crazy. He has way too many game-altering penalties in this game. Grossi also mad about the decline, lol. Hey, great minds think alike. I'm going to let Tom Grossi know one day if I talk to him that he helped me gain 40 subs. And eventually, maybe one day he'll raid me again and help me gain 40 more subs. Who knows? We were at, I don't know. Oh, crap. There's no commercial break. We're headed straight into this drive. The Falcons have the ball at the 36. They are going to drive, try to tie this game up. They're going to hand it off to Robinson, who's going to get at least 10 here. Stays in bounds for about 15. We're almost at midfield. We're right at midfield after that great carry. This is what I've been saying the whole game here in the 4th quarter and at the end of the 3rd quarter. Why not hand the football off? Robinson's breaking off big tackles all day long. I know that the whole idea is to keep passing when you're down late in the 4th or when you're down in the 4th, but why not hand this ball off to Bijan Robinson? He's one of the best running backs in the league. Let him have the ball. Let him go find some yards and get a first down. 1st and 10 for the Falcons from the 46-yard line. Kirk Cousins is under center. Going to hand this football off again. Robinson's going to get out to the 50. And his shoulder pads all popped up. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 6 here for the Falcons. This is an exciting game. Very good game today. We've been going for 2 hours and 48 minutes on this stream today. Cousins all alone by himself. 2nd and 7 here. Standing back at the 45-yard line. Looking, he's going to take the snap. Looking for a quick throw. He's going to find it, but he's not going to find the completion. He threw the ball a little too quick. He's anticipating some of these throws a little too fast. And he's getting angry with Bijan Robinson on that one. I don't know if Bijan's going to take that. He said, you gotta turn around on that. That's what he said to him. Apparently, he's upset Bijan didn't turn around quick enough on the curl route to try to complete that pass there. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down for the Falcons here. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. They are down 8, 28-20. And this is a big 3rd and 7 with 7 minutes left. Cousins going to look to throw. He's going to complete this pass to who else but Pitts again. That is a 9-yard pass completion and a first down for the Atlanta Falcons. That was a big deal. Great pass, great catch. Falcons moving the ball. They are now on the Bucs side of the football field. We got 10 people hanging out with us while we're watching the end of this game. It's been a legendary day of streaming. for Thursday Night Football tonight. Happy to have everyone here. 6.5 minutes left in the game. I formation for the Falcons. Robinson in motion. Handoff to the other running back. Number 25 is going to get 15 yards on this carry all the way to the 25. Algier, that's who it is. Algier, 20, all the way to the 25 with a 15-yard gain. Number 25 to the 25. And the Falcons are making this exciting. Why didn't they just kick the extra point? What are we doing not kicking the extra point on our last touchdown? Because now if you score, you've screwed yourself. You got to get a 2-point conversion now, which is way harder than just kicking the extra point. Baker Mayfield's not happy. He's shaking his head on the sidelines, upset he threw that interception. 5:45 left on the game clock. Sills in motion. Handoff. Gonna go only 1 yard on first down. It's gonna be 2nd and 9. Five and a half minutes. Clock is ticking. You may get one more possession if you're the Falcons. You've got to make sure you score a touchdown here. I mean, it's not imperative. You get a field goal, you still, or if you get the ball back, you could score a touchdown and win. But you want a touchdown here. 2nd and 10. Snap to Cousins, looking to throw. He's going to complete this to Mooney. Mooney's at the 10. He's going to spin out. He's going to fumble the football back to the Bucs. Mooney's been upset all night long about not getting involved in the offense, and every time the ball gets thrown to him, he just cannot hold on to it, or the throw is way too low for him. This time he catches it. He runs about 6 yards, does a spin move inside the 10-yard line, and he fumbles the football back to the Buccaneers. Wait, are they saying the Falcons kept it going? Okay, let me look at the replay real quick. Did Mooney recover this? It looked like there were 6 Bucs all over it. He fumbles the football at the 9. The Bucs jump on top of it. And they're saying the O-line, number 64, came in for the Falcons to recover that one? I don't think so. That looked like the Buccaneers all day. Yeah, the Bucs had that one. I think I was correct on my original call. They're trying to make me look dumb over here. These refs are trying to rig this game here. They're keeping the ball with the Falcons, who are in the I formation, looking to snap it before they do a review. And they're going to get the snap off with no review. Throw to the end zone. Sills again can't catch it off his fingertips in the back of the end zone. That's going to be 2nd down. And this looked like a Bucs recovery on the fumble. What on earth did he not throw the challenge flag for? Bowles needs to throw that challenge flag. That was a fumble by Mooney, I think recovered by the Bucs, but instead they're keeping the ball with the Falcons at the 10-yard line. I thought this game was over. First pass, almost a touchdown to the back of the end zone to Sills, who was off his fingertips in the back of the end zone. Couldn't catch it. 2nd and goal from the 10. Taking the snap. Gonna hand this off. It's 5 yards, 10 yards. There was a flag before that play. Bijan had a touchdown, and there's another flag on the Falcons. And that's gonna back up the Falcons. It was Sills with a false start, and that is the new record for the Falcons for most penalties in their franchise record. They thankfully went ahead and did that. The Cardinals already did that earlier this season with 17. Now the Falcons have their 18th penalty of the game. That is their new franchise record. Refs got money on the Falcons. I believe so. I believe they do have money on the Falcons. They're now at the 15, 2nd and goal. That was a touchdown on the last run by Bijan, but it got called back because of a false start. 4 minutes and 18 left. Cousins looking to throw. He completes this pass to number 89, who's going to get out to the 8-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8. They're old enough in flags to vote. How about that? They can smoke a cigarette now. That's how many flags they have. Baker is having those serious eyes on the sidelines. He's ready to come back here and win this game, regardless of what happens on this drive. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. See if the Falcons can punch this in. 3 minutes, 45 left in the game. Cousins motioning Robinson. Snap. The throw. It's in the air. And it is caught. Did he get his feet in bounds in the end zone? Is that a touchdown? They're going to call it a touchdown to Pitts in the end zone. But did he get control of the ball before he fell out of bounds? That's going to be what they look at here. Right now, it's a touchdown to Pitts in the end zone. He was bobbling the ball as he fell onto his butt out of bounds. He had the ball. He bobbles it. He falls down onto his butt. He has the football. And after both feet had hit the ground, he gains possession and then falls and his elbow hits out of bounds. His butt hits inbounds, but his elbow hits out of bounds. So does the butt count first or does the elbow count first? Looks like the butt hits at the same time, which would mean this is not a catch in my rule book in my head. I would say that this is probably not a touchdown, but is there enough to overturn this, or are they going to call it a touchdown? Let's see. What the guy in the booth says he's going to make it stand. The ref expert in the booth says he thinks this is a touchdown still. Pitts juggled the football and then finally gained possession. He's in midair falling backwards, and his butt and elbow hit very close to the end zone. I don't know how you overturn that. I mean, his elbow is technically out of bounds. And since the refs are, in the back pocket of the Falcons apparently in this game, and must be in the back pocket of the Panthers too, and are trying to screw the Bucs, they may make this stand as well. It looked like, I don't know what you call there. His butt hit in the end zone at the same time that his elbow hit barely out of bounds. So I don't know. This is going to be an interesting call. He had butt equals 2 feet. Butt does equal 2 feet, but elbow also equals down. And elbow is down at the same time, out of bounds, the same time as the ass. But does it mean one ass cheek or the other ass cheek? Like, does the right ass cheek get more weight than the left ass cheek? Like, what are we talking about here? Will they count his butt cheeks before they count him and his elbow? Evans really doesn't want the touchdown. He's saying no touchdown. They're calling it a touchdown. They called it a touchdown. All right. They're saying that that's one where you go by the call on the field. But I think, whoever the ref was that called the touchdown while the other one called incomplete and didn't want to call it a touchdown, that guy may have money on the game. I think we need to go check his books. Go check and see what apps he has on his phone. They're going for 2. Analytics says to go for 2 the first time. Then you have the lead the second time. Screw the analytics. Kick the field goal last time. The extra point, and then kick the extra point this time as well. They're going for 2 right here, right now to tie the football game. Snap back. And Kirk Cousins get hit as he throws. And now the Falcons are falconing again because they did not complete the pass. They are now losing 26-28. And if they had kicked 2 extra points, they'd be tied right now. Instead, they're losing by 2. They could still win on a field goal. But now we're not going to have any fun overtime probably because this is an odd, weird little score here to try to tie a game. And I'm back. My net just dropped, so it seems I missed a bit. Hey, welcome back, man. Good to have you. My net dropped during the second quarter, right before I got Grossied and Grossi rated by Tom Grossi, of all people, the king of YouTube football. And I'm really glad my internet's held up in the second half. Time for a safety. Yeah, Gabe, time for a safety. We're at commercial now, so no one's missing anything who's hanging out here with me. Appreciate everyone still hanging out. We got 10 people here. We are not missing anything. Remember that subscribing and liking is free if you have not done so yet. I'm assuming everyone here has probably done so, though. And it's okay if you don't want to. If you don't want to watch my videos, that's no big deal. I talk about all the NFL teams from time to time if I have time, but I focus mainly on the Cardinals. Whichever hits first makes sense to me, as all I'm seeing is replays. That's true. Let's see. Yeah, this is another thing where analytics is going to cause a team to lose this game. The Falcons should have just taken the 2 extra points and had a tie game right now, and instead we don't have a tie game. We have a 2-point possible loss. 2 or 3 first downs and this game is over. So Buccaneers have a chance to end it on this next possession. And it could be tied. They could have forced the Buccaneers to go win it. Instead, the Buccaneers are just going to try to run the clock out. That's what I would do, at least. They may get aggressive. We have had 558 people hop into the stream today. And we have 27 watch hours. So that will definitely help the channel quite a bit. Did not even know if I was going to stream tonight. And I'm absolutely glad I did. Because We started tonight with 217 subscribers, I believe. So that's how many is that? New subscribers tonight. 27, 37, 47, 57, 67. That is 48 new subscribers during the live stream tonight. And that clock, it's a clock actually back there, but it's also my subscriber counter. And it went plus 25 for the first time ever in my life. I've never seen it say plus 25 all at once. And then it said like plus 20 again one other time. That was crazy. 48 new subscribers. That's so crazy, guys. They're showing that Alford interception. That was a great interception on the last drive. All right. This is going to decide the game. This drive right here. Will the Bucs end it, or will the Falcons give the ball back to their team? Let's see what's going to happen. 3 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game. Don't falcon it up, Falcons. You love falconing it up. All right, the kickoff is in the air by Zane Gonzalez. It is caught at the goal line. It's going to be returned out to the 10, out to the 20, 25, 27, and run out of bounds. Bucs have the ball at the 27 with a chance to end the game. Raymond, I love your passion for the Bills. We need more fans like you. We've been streaming for 3 straight hours, and we are getting close to figuring out who's going to win Thursday Night Football today. We have 141 likes in today's stream. First and 10, Mayfield under center. Going to hand this one off to Irving. Irving's going to break a tackle or two, and he's going to get about 6 yards. They try to strip the ball, but that ain't going to work. And that's going to tick the clock under 3 minutes most likely. With a win, they're saying the Bucs have an 80% probability to make the playoffs. With a loss, a 55% chance to make the playoffs. It is 2nd and, I believe, 4 for them right now. 2nd and 4, just under 3 minutes now. About 15 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to try their best to get to the 2-minute warning as quickly as possible, probably on the next couple plays. They're definitely not playing aggressive. They're trying to end the game right now. Mayfield with the handoff, only for about a yard. Not going to get very much there. And the game clock is right behind the play clock. Looks like the Falcons may use a timeout. Let's see. The Falcons are taking a 30-second timeout. There's 2:37 left. They decided to use that first timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Yeah, they're showing the Panthers schedule and the Buccaneers schedule for the rest of the season. The Panthers go to the Saints this week, and then they play each other. That'll be a good game. And then the Panthers have the Seahawks and Buccaneers again. There's two matchups between the Buccaneers and Panthers for the rest of the season. That's crazy. 3rd and 3. Let's see what's going to happen after this timeout. They're letting the timeout run its course. This would be a big deal. Get this stop here. You get the ball back. They're going to probably try to pass, get this first down. Baker Mayfield got a running back out to his right and a little bit in front of him. Going to take the snap. Looking to throw real quick. He completes this, and that's going to be a first down for the Buccaneers. That's a giant first down right past Alford, who was defending. That's going to run this, unless he went out of bounds, that's going to run it to the 2-minute warning. And that was Godwin who made the catch. Yeah, I think he fell out. I don't know. Did they use another timeout? That would be really dumb if Atlanta used the timeout right there. Just let it go to the 2-minute warning, then use your timeout. They use their second timeout. They're going to use the 2-minute warning as their other timeout here. I mean, I guess it's fine. No big deal. We are waiting for the 1st and 10 because of the second timeout. But for some reason, I'm not seeing this Atlanta coach go and talk to any of his players. Baker Mayfield in a big heavy set with a lot of tight ends. They're on 1st and 10. They're going to hand this one off, and he is going to lose yards. Irving is going to lose about 3 or 4 yards on this play, and the Falcons are going to use their last timeout. Wow. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the game. Falcons have burned their final timeout, so now 1st down ends this game. They're going to try their best. It's 2nd and 14 now. They're going to try to get another stop. That then makes it a 2-minute warning. Then we have a big 3rd down play coming out of the break. We're going to see if they can make one more stop or if they're going to not allow it. Kirk Cousins ready to go back out there with the Falcons, but they have no timeouts left. So are the Buccaneers going to be aggressive and try to win this one? Or are they going to be conservative and try to run as much clock as possible? 2nd and 14. Mayfield standing way back at the 30. Taking the snap. Looking to throw. Pressured heavily. Almost completed a pass to Egbuka. That is incomplete, but a little bit behind him, and he does not complete that pass. That's a gigantic deal. There are no flags on the field. And now the clock has stopped. If he hits Egbuka perfectly on this play, that is a 1st down probably. He was a little bit behind him on that throw. And now the clock stops. That's another timeout basically for you because the clock's not running. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game, 3rd and 14, and they might bail out the Falcons here. Now the Buccaneers are going to use their first 30-second timeout. 3rd and 14. This is a big 3rd down. This 3rd down could end the game with a 1st down. All right, let's see what's going to happen after this timeout. It looks like they're running up, maybe going to do a play here. Oh, we just got a +2 on the dinger. 2 new subscribers to 267. Thank you so much for joining the channel. We stream a lot of primetime games and a bunch of Cardinals games and Bronco games. Thank you so much for coming in here. 3rd and 14, the snap by Baker. He's trying to escape the sack, but he's not going to. He is swarmed by Falcons, and that is a gigantic play for the Falcons defense. They're going to get this ball back after the 2-minute warning, which is about to happen. That's crazy. No timeouts left for the Falcons. Somehow they get the ball back. Will they find a way to win today? I don't know. Will they do it? We're about to find out after the commercial break, but we don't have any commercial breaks here. So you don't have to worry about that. You're missing nothing now. It looks like they're doing a little side-by-side commercial break with the game. I can see the game still right now, so it means that possibly this is a shorter commercial break. Usually the commercial breaks are about 2 to 3 minutes long, but this one may be like a minute. So let's see. May have a shorter time here. This is going to be a great finish on Thursday Night Football. It's been an absolutely amazing night. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a fantastic time. Never thought I'd be rated by Tom Grossi, but here we are. And it's been awesome talking to all of you that have been hanging out also during the game ever since the raid. And also the other people that were in here earlier, my usuals who were in here earlier talking. They're showing that sack. What a big deal. If Baker had 1 or 2 more seconds, he might have completed this pass, but didn't have enough time. 4th and 14. We're going to see the punt here. Waiting for the snap. Snap is up. Hold is good. Kick is up. He makes the catch at the 20. He's running out to the 25, to the 30, trying to run sideways. He's going to get about to the 32 before he runs out of bounds. And there's 1 minute and 49 on the clock for the Falcons' final possession of the game. Because this is their last possession of the game. You win or you lose on this drive. They turn the ball over. They're just going to kneel the ball and end the game. But right now, they have a chance to seal their own destiny. Kirk Cousins has 31 career game-winning drives. Let's see if he can make it 32 here tonight. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 30. looking to throw. He's going to pass this ball out. It is completed to number 87, Sills. Again, that's a 13-yard gain. All the way out to the 47. Minute 44 on the clock, but he's out of bounds, so we are good to go on the time. Time is not ticking right now. Really good move by Sills to beat his guy, and he beat his guy by 4 or 5 steps. 22 was out of position. Oh, man. This is coming down to the wire. All right, 1st and 10 from the 47. Kirk Cousins going to take the snap. He's going to fall back, look to throw. He's going to get sacked. He's sacked. Is the ball out? He's sacked at the 39. They're saying it's a fumble. Are the refs calling it a fumble? The refs are trying to break everyone up and talk about the play. Is it a fumble? Okay, they're going to say that it was down by contact before the fumble. Let's see here. Kirk Cousins was getting sacked. He did lose the football. And then he fell on it, it looks like. I don't know. Did Cousins fall on this ball? He definitely fumbles it as he's falling down. And then it looks like the Buccaneers fell on it again. What is going on in this football game? This has been the weirdest game as far as officiating goes. Cousins going to drop back on 2nd and 18. He's going to throw, and it is incomplete. There's a flag on the play, though. Flag on the play. Who is this on? Another penalty against the offense. Number 70, the captain for the O-line, again with another flag against him. And that's going to move the Falcons 10 yards further back. 2nd and 28. The Falcons doing what they did all day long. Their signature for the reason why they have lost today's game possibly is what they did all game long. They would be driving a little bit and then they'd move backfield with so many stupid mistakes and so many penalties. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. Big sack, big penalty. It's now 2nd and 28. They're going to need a miracle to get a first down at this point. Back at the 29-yard line now. Kirk Cousins looking to take the snap from the shotgun. He's going to try to throw this one deep. He throws. Incomplete, short for Mooney again. Mooney hanging his head, slumping his shoulders like he's done all game long, and just standing there looking frustrated like he's done all day long. But the one catch he did make, he fumbled the football, and I felt like he fumbled it away, but they kept the ball with the Falcons last time. This is 3rd and 28, guys. They have 2 more plays to go, 28 yards for a first down. They screwed themselves over so bad on this drive. A minute 20 left in the game. Can the Falcons get a first down? Kirk waiting for the snap. Looks like they're bringing some heat. They're going to drop back here at the last second. They're bringing 4. Cousins going to check this one down to Pitts. Pitts is going to juke a guy. He's going to gain about maybe half of what they need. And now they're going to hustle back to the line. I would take my time on this play, though. This is 4th down and 14. He did get exactly half of what he needed. 4th and 14 with 1 minute left in the game. Kirk Cousins trying to figure out what the play is. Take your time. You got plenty of time here. A field goal wins the game. You need like 20 yards, but you need 14 yards for a first down. They've snapped it. It's 4th and 14. Throw is in the air. He's got a guy open who makes an amazing possible catch. They're calling it a catch, but it looks like he was battling with the defender on who would catch the football. Now the Falcons are running upfield, trying to figure out that because they called it a catch, so there's a first down. They're running up the field to spike the ball. They're going to spike it, and the snap is done correctly with no review whatsoever. That looked like it maybe wasn't a catch, but at the beginning it looked like he had it. All of a sudden the defender was wrestling with him on the ground, and it wasn't certain whether or not he made the catch or if it was an interception. Okay, yeah, well, there's another flag on the field too, because that's how this game has gone. "12 players on the field and offside on the same player on the defense." So now they got a first down and they're accepting the penalty. The Falcons just went from 3rd and 28 to get a first down and then 4th and 14 as well. And they're going to get the first down on a crazy catch by Sills and then 5 extra yards. And now they are in Zane Gonzalez's field goal range suddenly. Could the Falcons pull this one off? Could the miracle happen for them in this game? This is their Super Bowl, guys. 1st and 5 for the Falcons. 29 seconds left in the game. They're at the 31 right now. Pass out to Mooney on the flat. He's going to get the first down and 1 more yard. So now they're at roughly the 25-yard line. They're in comfortable field goal range right now. About a 41-yarder from this distance. 24 seconds left on the clock. You have no timeout, so you got to be sure if you complete inside the field, you got to get down, spike that football. The Buccaneers could lose this game and have their only win in the last 5 weeks be against my Cardinals. I formation. Looks like they're going to try to maybe center this football for Zane Gonzalez to put him in a more comfortable position. They are going to hand it off, and they are not going to get any yardage. They just take it to the left hash with Robinson. They're going to get back to the line now. They're going to spike this football, and they're going to go for the win. It's going to be Falcons going for the win against the Buccaneers here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4 seconds, and they spike the football. They're going to keep 4 seconds on the clock. Zane Gonzalez, it's up to you. Former Cardinals kicker, a Cliff Kingsbury guy, was brought in with that team, and now he's coming out here with the Falcons to try to win the game for them against the Buccaneers on 3rd and 10 with 4 seconds left in the game. My voice is gone. Perfect timing for the game to be over. And Mike Evans is cussing out everyone and everything on the sidelines right now. All right, we have a 43-yarder for the win. Will he make it? They're going to ice him. First time out. Will we see 29 or will it stay 26? We'll find out after the timeout. This has been a crazy game. I don't know how the Falcons could shoot themselves in the foot so many times today and end up actually somehow still winning this game. But we are a pretty reasonable NFL kick away from seeing if they can win it. You know, Gabe, the way that's gone, it would be a make and then a flag that would knock them backwards, and then they would then miss that second kick. That's how this game has gone. That seems like a total Falcons way to do it. But hey, maybe they'll just make it clean. There'll be no flag, and we'll have a Falcons win. We'll see. We're about to find out because the timeout is over and the kick is getting ready. 2 steps to the left, 43 yards. Crowd going crazy. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it curls inside the left upright. The Falcons are going to win this game. No flags on the field. The Falcons have won this football game legitimately. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was thinking all 3. But the Falcons just make the kick. And they win. How about that? The Bucs lose again, making me feel like the Cardinals should have even more beaten them during our game. We had so many chances to win that one. Even the Falcons and the Saints beat the Buccaneers the last 2 weeks now. And the Bucs are in horrible shape right now. They're going to play the Panthers to determine probably who's going to win that division next week. And Zane Gonzalez, that was a clutch kick by him. Really good kick. Ball curled inside that left upright. That was a close one. But it did make it. He made the kick. 29-28 is your final. Let's go through our team stats and game stats as those poor Buccaneers lose again. Kirk Cousins goes 30 of 44 for 373 yards and 3 touchdowns. Only got sacked once. He had no turnovers. A 117 rating. Bijan Robinson, 19 carries for 93 yards. Algier had 2 carries for 18. Pitts finishes with 11 catches for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns, and I don't think I started him in fantasy. Bijan Robinson had 8 catches for 82 yards. David Sills, 6 catches for 78 yards and 2 of the biggest catches in that final drive. Mooney had 3 catches for 35 yards. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the Buccaneers. Mayfield, 19 catches for 34 yards, 270 19 catches for 19 of 34. Losing my mind. 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. He got sacked 5 times, only had a 90 QBR. Bucky Irving, 16 carries for 60 yards. Rashad White only had 1 carry for 20 yards. I'm not sure why they were like, oh, good 20-yard carry. We're only going to give you the ball once now. Mike Evans had 6 catches for 132 yards, and they still lost. Egbuka, 4 catches for 64 yards. McMillan had 2 catches for 38 yards, and Godwin had 4 catches for 20 yards. Man, what a game. Let's look at our team stats real fast. Falcons had 476 total yards of offense versus the Buccaneers 338. 365 passing yards for the Falcons, 250 for the Buccaneers, 111 rushing yards for the Falcons, 88 for the Buccaneers, 7.2 yards per play for the Falcons, and 5.5 yards per play for the Buccaneers. Each team had roughly 28 first downs. Falcons had 27. Buccaneers had 28. Penalties, 19 for the Falcons, which is a new franchise record for 125 yards. They beat the record by 2. And 4 penalties for the Buccaneers for 25 yards. What a game, guys. Have a good night, Gabe. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to everybody who came in and rated tonight. We gained a total of 50 new subscribers during this stream tonight. I am absolutely super thankful for all of you and everyone from Tom Grossi's channel who came and subscribed to my channel. That is so amazing. Every one of you, have an absolutely awesome day. Those Falcons referees, man, I don't know how I feel about the refereeing tonight, but we'll find out if anyone else agrees with me on social media as the days go on, because that was a lot. There were a lot of calls that should have gone the way of the Buccaneers tonight that went the other way, except for all the penalties. There were like 2 or 3 turnovers and a questionable touchdown that were called in favor of the Falcons. But thank you guys so much for watching this stream tonight. You all have been absolutely phenomenal. We ended up having, let's see, 567 people hop in, and we got 30 watch hours. So really appreciate that. I didn't even know if I was going to live stream tonight, and here we are. So you guys rock. Have a great night, and we will see you next time. I'll be streaming the Cardinals game on Sunday, followed by the Broncos game on Sunday. And hell, I've had such a good day today. Maybe I'll stream Sunday Night Football as well. All right, everyone. You have a fantastic night, and I love your faces even though I can't see them, and we'll see you next time, okay? I'm just going to log everything off here. All right, close out here. Oh, and I'm also going to make, before I close this out, I'm also going to make that video of me getting rated. I'm going to put that up on my channel within the next hour or 2. Mark my words. Get ready for that. See you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.